and the other.
Well, do you think they have legitimate questions about it?
Because what they're doing is they're ignoring Big Mama. Most of the Big Mamas I know look like that. I ain't seen these badass grandmamas. Have you seen these thick, big titty, all this ass grandmamas?
What they're saying is it's perpetuating the same thing that most of these people are saying about black women, that they're angry, they can't smile, they can't do this, they gotta wear everything on their goddamn sleeves and all that shit. Do you think that?
I think what is
I don't
really
think
sad.
that from looking at that statue. I don't think that by looking at that statue. I think that's people telling on themselves.
I was literally about to say that. It's how you perceive someone. Y'all know she just got off work. You don't know nothing about her. What if she didn't want to take the picture?
Because it's not a real person per se, but
I think he was taking pictures of people.
Of a foreigner stating what they see in black women, how they see a black woman.
Not necessarily, because
that's literally who did was a foreigner who made a statue of a black woman.
You know the name of the piece.
A black woman should look like.
He's from the UK.
You know the name of the piece, right?
No.
I think it's average woman. Like it's supposed to represent an average person. But like Nadi said, more anything is how you perceive people. Because we don't really know.
Yeah, it's people telling on themselves.
Yeah.
It's literally people telling on themselves.
People see themselves in a statue. That's
Listen, if I walked by and I saw a statue of you, Uncle Tom, that looked just like you with your regular whatever somewhere, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. They got some black statues out here. I wouldn't think, oh, that nigga look like a thug because he got a hood on or whatever else. People that think that way, that's coming up out of them.
I don't think you'd be like, oh, I see myself in that statue. I don't think you would say some more stupid shit like that.
Not that they see themselves, but it's a representation of their people. Oh, that's something different. Okay. I feel that. You know what I mean?
What do you think when you see like Tamir Rice or Oscar Grant and whatever else? You think of them as like some other people?
Who, me? I don't see him as anything because I mean, to be honest with you, I couldn't tell them motherfuckers the difference if I was to walk by him today.
I mean, if you saw their picture of that young man, what would you think of that young man? If you saw a picture, they didn't say it's Tamir Rice, they just showed a picture, and you just saw that picture, what would you think of that, seeing that young man?
I wouldn't think anything. I would think it's a normal person.
Okay, so that's it. So I think if I've never seen your sons, but you said you got sons, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think if I saw your sons, I would see myself in your sons.
Okay.
Whenever I see any black people, even when I see Fighter Complex, and he's a fucking Dominican.
Mm-hmm. I dig. You said like that, like remember when Dave Chappelle made that joke, like it's two black dudes on the plane and the hijacker come and they look at each other and just nod, like we just know. I understand what you say.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
Because what is that nod on the plane?
An acknowledgement of it's us. We ain't got shit to worry about. It's us.
I think of that of another way when I think about Chappelle. There's no value in black hostages.
Well, yeah.
So they might snatch everybody off this motherfucker. They gonna probably leave us there if they don't just delete us, because there's no. If you call the government and go, we have two black, they're gonna hang up the fucking phone.
Hello.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Do you think that the average white person is different than the average black person here in America?
No, I think that poor people are poor people.
Because when I see the average person around this motherfucker, that's what you want to say. I see us all in it because most motherfuckers in this bitch is average.
Yeah, we're all average, but that average poor person looks at Chris Rock and wouldn't want to change places. That poor meth addict wouldn't want to change places with Chris Rock.
That's a lie.
That's a Chris Rock joke, though.
That's a fucking lie.
That's a Chris Rock joke, though.
After old girl, I think they would hold out. They just say the N word to make 800,000.
No, I think they would want Chris Rock's money.
Nigga, I would do it too. Give me $1 million.
Listen, I think they want his money, but they don't want his dark skin.
Oh, they definitely don't want his dark skin.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, you know me. I'm too far gone from this stupid this conversation is something else. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Cause it just is, man. This is the reason why we'll
Is
never.
It because of your freedoms?
No. I just think this is the reason why we'll never move forward as a country. We're always going to be stepped back in slavery times. The motherfuckers can't move past the stupidity of slavery.
So
when
you
I
saying
can show you a video right now of motherfuckers being enslaved, and no one would give bad a fucking.
Yeah, well, I think we too far removed from slavery. I'm not even talking about slavery. I think slavery is a bad conversation, period. Even when it comes to the reparations, fuck slavery. What about after slavery?
That too.
What about segregation forward? What about from because I was born in 70. Mm-hmm. What about my mother? She was born in 45 forward. Okay. 1 second, we got a guess.
Come on in.
Play, it's always a treat when players leave. Judge.
Shout out to Scam Likely. Good evening, sir.
What's going on?
It's going on. Go ahead, Uncle Tom, and finish what you were saying, sir.
Gus.
No, I just think it's just gonna continue to go on, and I'm sick of the dumb conversation. It's never. I mean, if you want to give motherfuckers reparations, give them reparations. You know, I don't have an argument for that no more. I don't really give a shit about that no more. My thing is, we ain't.
Did somebody say something about reparations up here?
Yeah, you just said it. Well, you said something about reparations.
No, I'm talking about a loss of identity, not reparations.
Okay.
I'm talking about a loss of people wanting black excellence since they call us black.
Yeah,
I'm talking about people that won't mow their fucking lawns, get their property taxes up, so the taxes from the house will actually be able to afford a school where the kids can get better fucking teachers. I'm not talking about no fucking reparations. I'm talking about the individual looking inside themselves and have a sense of pride about themselves. And me being the color that I am, I'm talking about people that look like me. Because I think as white folks, they ain't got no pride either. And they fucking they shit up
too. Absolutely. And that's what I was going to. That's why I asked you the question. Do you think there's a difference between the average white person?
No. Poor people are kind of the same to me.
Yeah. I think my question will go back to the simple fact is, I like the way you said, look inward and decide what you want to do. Because I think, and because there are prominent black areas where they have excellent schools, and
because of the money there. So you like and what they got is called I know they got some shit in the DMV called it's over the P. But yeah, it's different places that they got gaps in money. But them D9 people, them bourgeoisie people, But and I think they see themselves as something other than whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but them the same people that won't look, that don't want the average person living around them. So
yeah, they don't want no niggas living around them.
And it's just like I don't understand why people say they're not tired of seeing the same shit. I know there's a lot of people tired of seeing a nigga. It's not even black shit. It's just a nigga shit. And I say nigga shit go from both ways because there's nigga whites and there's nigga blacks. It's just debaucherous people, period. And there's no race or color on that shit, man.
1 second, got a new guest coming in the building.
Come on in.
Play, it's always a treat when players leave. Judge.
Peace to the guards.
What up, Rilla?
Peace. Church, tabernacle, and synagogue.
What's good, Rilla?
What's the word, man?
Yeah. Hello, George Will. Hello, Jugs. FL, ex-promoter. Who all done popped up in here while we've been up here babbling? Conscious Moron is up here. Miguel AF, what it do? Vato Bulldog, salute. Scam is here now. I think that's everybody. Shout out to everybody participating in this. What up, Free to Green? Participating in this conversation that we've had before, but never focused on this directly, where they took a term and flipped it again. This used to be a term that was, about black people looking at other black people. Now it turns into white people being tired of being concerned about black people.
You're talking about black fatigue.
Black fatigue.
Oh, I thought that was just two fat asses that couldn't walk up a flight of stairs.
I'm triggered. I'm triggered. You did your job. Fuck stairs.
I mean, why do black people think they actually got a fucking ownership of a fucking phrase? That's just crazy to me, dog.
So words have no meaning.
No,
Uncle Tom.
That's Uncle Tom.
That's good to have you back in this space, big dog. I hope
But he never went nowhere.
Wait. I thought something happened with Uncle Tom.
It did. His house burnt to the ground.
The house burned up. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't lose him. No, we gonna keep in contact with our nigga. What you thought?
Yeah.
I don't know that part, but
I just think I don't know, man. The ownership of words is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I think
No. So if somebody come across to you and say, "What do you think about black fatigue?" and everybody thought it was so-called good black people being concerned with so-called bad black people, but it's not actually that. It's actually white folks sick of caring about black people as a whole and their complaints. Fuck, Colin Kaepernick for taking a knee. We don't want to hear about slavery and all other shit. They are just be confused. It's not about owning the word. It's about it meant something at one point that means something else.
Okay, that's a lot.
Etymology.
I mean, that's a lot of words. You could even say the whole fucking. Oh God!
Right. So then, if that's the case, then words mean nothing. This is what happened with Uncle Tom's situation, Chicago Rilla.
Yeah, that shit.
We trying to get him back, where he need to get to.
Yeah. No, but I'm just confused about the whole shit.
That isn't just like a word, though. That's a whole concept, though. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's a whole book behind that. It isn't just a phrase.
Yeah.
Just a bullshit. But
I want to hear Uncle Tom out on this. Convince me, Uncle Tom. Okay. So wait, does everybody else, like every other ethnic group community, get to say, "Hey, don't disrespect me"? It's just black people can't say it.
What group says don't disrespect me? You can't disrespect me.
Oh, man. I mean,
I'm asking you.
do we? No. We have the regular players, right? So we know the small hats. You can't say anything disrespectful towards them, right?
Okay.
We know the alphabet community. You can't say anything disrespectful towards them.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So my question.
You're comparing yourself to I ain't gonna say that because you know how it is.
Now you see. Wait. No. You see how disingenuous the conversation just went. You asked for an example. I gave you one. You acknowledged it.
So you think LGBT?
Now I got to be comparing.
Wait. You think LGBTQ is an ethnic group?
No. I said communities and ethnic groups. I said other communities and ethnic group. Now the alphabet mafia, they're a community of people.
No,
they're not a community of
fucking people.
Okay, cool. So my question is, with your disingenuous, I'm trying to stop cursing, man. Wait, so everybody else get to draw a line in the sand and say don't cross this boundary, except for black people.
You know what? Okay, if that's the case, if you want to go there, I'll give you that, right?
I just asked a yes or no question, sir.
Because you saying that, so I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna let you have it. But then again, you gotta go back to the same thing that you're not gonna allow a motherfucker to say something, but then y'all call each other the same shit. I love the word nigga all the time, right? But you don't see the motherfucking
right.
The J people calling themselves Jew boys. You don't hear them
you don't know that. Now you can say they don't do it in public, but you don't know that, right?
But guess what? Guess what though? We do.
Right, okay, cool. So again, my sister is my sister, right? I'm gonna call her all types of skank, scallywags, skip, scop, skeezers, and hoes, right?
No, stop
you can't do it, right? And I'm not saying it's a fair argument. It's a double standard. Cool.
This is retarded.
And that's cool.
Really,
I've watched Seinfeld and I've watched Larry David. Curb Your Enthusiasm. On Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David is a small hat. He calls people self-hating J words all the time, and the same thing on Seinfeld. They do talk bad.
They ain't sitting there calling themselves the K word and all the other shit because shit. Because it's not mine. I'm respected. And I'm just gonna go with that. Listen, you can't say y'all want to use the word so much that y'all have made it a national.
Hello, I'm the deacon. Who made what a national something?
Shit, they made it a national term of endearment.
What,
and
nigga?
Them motherfuckers.
Yeah, we don't own that no more.
That's what
But
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying white people are
no point even
using it
arguing about that. We don't
derogatory.
own
They're
that
not
no
using it to as a form of
I
endearment.
don't care
To
how
they're
they use
using
it.
it
You
as a
cannot make a
derogatory.
word popular and then be like, "Oh, I don't want y'all to use it, though." Come on,
That's
No,
bro.
wild.
I think we should let them use it because
I don't give
then
a fuck
we
if they
notice
do
where
it.
they at. Then we know what we dealing with.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that shit. If you listen, I'd much rather you say a whole. Don't call me no fucking loser. Don't call me that shit. Fucking call me nigga. That ain't doing. I'm like that's all you got.
You
So you want
you
to
think
call an ignorant
you think
person?
a white person calling you the N word is calling you a winner?
No. I just don't care about the word because y'all don't want to allow that word to own some shit on y'all. I'm not gonna say
Vato Bulldog want to know, can he use it?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Shit don't bother me, dog.
Nightish, this shit is so stupid that I wish Rufus Truth was on the panel right now.
Oh man, god dog.
I just don't think y'all should allow words to own y'all, dog. I mean, I don't even give a
I
fuck
can't
about being
believe
called
what's
a
coming
loser.
out. I want to say I
So
can't
wait,
believe
so
what's
then
coming
you
out
shouldn't
y'all's
allow
mouth.
nobody to own you if they call you a loser.
They don't own me. I don't care. I said I prefer you not to do it, but I don't care if you do use it. I've been called a lot of shit. Niggas
That's
not
a fact. That's a fact.
and fucking
You right.
losers not that bad either. It's not gonna
You
change my
you
outcome of
right.
my
Yeah. I
Nightish,
hate that, man. Yeah.
I wanted to say
I hear
didn't know
you.
what
I
Black
hear you,
fatigue
Scam
was.
Lightly. I hear you.
My bad. Let me go on mute. It's wind blowing heavy.
No, I didn't want to say I knew what Black fatigue was until I started hearing this last 5 minutes. This is bad, and I'm not even close to a blackity black.
Well, this is the fatigue that people are having. These conversations.
Oh my god.
They don't want to give a fuck about none of it.
I'll go on mute.
No, you good, Scam. I just wanted to come up here and get Uncle Tom flack. That's all.
What up,
Flack,
RBGG?
I
All
don't
in.
care.
What up, Taylor Bell?
I've been saying this for years. I don't care about that shit. I never did.
Don't call me a loser, but call me the N-word.
No, I said I don't care about I prefer you not to call me a loser. I don't give a fuck about nigga.
And Rilla just said, King Blackity. Rilla, come on.
He is King Black.
Oh, I'm
Black.
gonna call my
That's a true.
black. Stinks.
Yeah, that's
But
a fact.
nobody else gonna do it.
That's a fact. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
And that's the same way the LGBT community talk to each other. They'll call each other the F word and everything else, but you bet.
Every community has elements that do that in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And we say they don't.
That just means
And they say you bet not do it.
all that means is you work for a Klan temp agency.
Cool. Here's it.
That's what it means. They can focus on bigger things. They say, no, Klan, we got this one.
God damn. Okay.
Oh, demoralizing our people, tearing down self-esteem. Klan, y'all focus on the big things. We got this covered.
I don't give a fuck about that shit, man.
Now, Scam, that's where you get disingenuous with the conversation. So you think people who
Well,
use
well,
words
Chicago, let's just be honest. No matter what the conversation is,
is going to be
it's
disingenuous?
just to scam.
I just think there's a lot more things that we could be doing besides fighting over fucking words, man.
What else is there to fight over?
You're a fight over this weight.
I hate
You know,
that.
fight to get healthy. There's a lot of things you can fight better
Why is it that when people say what their boundaries are or what they
They're
like
not
or
real
dislike,
boundaries, but they're not real
why is
boundaries.
it that, like, again,
Because they're not real boundaries, sir.
oh, they aren't?
No.
Well, multiple reasons. One, they be lying. Two,
Word.
they say stupid shit.
Wait,
Three, they fat. Go ahead.
wait. So people actually are cool with
That's the second shot scam.
Night said F them stairs. So people really are cool. They just lying when they say they need to set a boundary around being called out of their name, right? They really cool with it.
Rilla, every boundary on YouTube is convenience.
I'm talking about in real life. I mean, I I know we own YouTube talking, but I'm actually talking like
No, on real life,
yeah.
I just hope I don't run into these people Well, thank God.
Well, you stop going to meetups anyway.
Them and other places where these people live. I'm not at the Blackity Park or the Blackity meeting.
I don't like that shit either. That's why I stay the fuck away from people. I hate people bullshit ass, whatever fake ass standard they got.
But every standard, every whatever is based on convenience. Colin Kaepernick was black when he took a knee. Barack Obama was white because they don't like him no more.
Oh no, Colin Kaepernick is a white boy too.
Yeah, dog.
No, not when he took the knee. Not when it's time to complain.
He was still a white boy when he did that.
Huh?
He didn't do it because he felt some kind of way. He did it because the woman that he was fucking with made him do it. He pussy whooped.
What was that? The girl from Hot 97?
Yeah, made that nigga get on his knee.
Dang.
Just like Jada made Will slap Chris Rock.
Wait, but when he was taking the knee, wasn't that his own silent protest? Or somebody asked him why he keep doing that?
He asked.
You believe everything you hear these motherfuckers say is crazy.
Did you hear me? Hey, wait. Did you hear me ask the question? Now, do you have an answer for it? You about to be
the light skinned girl from Hot 97?
Yeah.
She didn't want to talk all that black shit. Colin Kaepernick don't.
No.
You ain't never heard Colin Kaepernick talk no black shit?
No. I'm saying, how did we come to know what the purpose of him kneeling before the game what that was in opposition to begin with? How did we come to know that?
Well, at the time that it happened, it was a conversation, right? And they wanted to know what in him, or was he like, into this kind of revolutionary, pro-black, Afro and whatever else? And they went and did a deep dive, and then they broke it down. The reason why he was wearing Afros in the first place is because of her. And the one that talked the most pro-black shit is her.
Absolutely.
She don't talk that shit. He don't give a fuck. He talk like Uncle Tom.
He played at Wisconsin. I get that part. I'm saying, so there wasn't a reporter that went up to that man and asked him, hey, why do you keep kneeling at the beginning of the game during the national anthem? That's what I'm asking.
And I think he said because he talked to his military homeboy, and because he was just sitting down at first, and the military dude told him it would be more.
It was somebody else doing it. Yeah.
It would be more of a protest if you kneel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. No, he told him it would be a bit more respectful if he didn't whatever he was doing at first, sitting or whatever he was doing. Yeah. Well, wait, where did Uncle Tom go?
I'm here.
Okay. Let Nightis do his thing.
So, Uncle, it sounds like you got black fatigue, though, Uncle Tom, more than anything.
No, he got Negroid.
Yeah, he been at me.
Let's get it right. You can scream. You gon' fight tonight. Don't need your respect, bitch. I demand it. Fuck you thought I tried to understand it. I don't know what to tell you. No sympathy here. Return you to sender. Poof, you disappear. She's sugar and spice. The chat queen. Let's get it right.
That's a damn.
Shout out to the chat queen for making it into the building. Make sure you get your files together so that when Scam makes that bronze statue of himself, don't throw it at his feet, skin it on his nipples.
Yeah, no. Sugar Bum, I hope you ain't got rhythm like that AI generated Pixie he was just showing.
That is
he got some more rhythm than that, Sugar Bum.
It's her now.
What up, Trash Media Group?
Y'all should have never showed Nightis how to work this stuff, man. Nightis on it. Nightis, you still cranking out beats and stuff too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get on my square.
But this crazy thing is, all the people I done gave beats to don't play them. It's like they keeping them to themselves. What up, Detailed Conversation?
Nightis, you make beats from scratch?
No.
Oh.
Here's one right here. It's our background music. Let me turn it up.
Yeah. Duh.
No, we can't hear it, Nightis.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
Okay.
That's why Scam doing all that. I'm like, wait a minute, I just hear birds in my ear. What's going on? Scam rocking too.
I'm gonna
Let
start
me
making
see.
beats again soon.
Y'all people in the chat, could y'all hear it? This stream, y'all, and that's the crazy thing about I'm paying this shit, and it just has a mind of its own.
Sir. It went.
Oh yeah, so salute to Uncle Tom. Have a good show, brother.
Yes, sir.
Peace, Uncle Tom.
Peace.
What up, C-Mo? C-Mo said they could hear it.
Maybe it might be me. It might be me. I might be blind and deaf. You know.
Okay, let me see if you can hear this then. 1 second. We've been working on all kind of little gadgets and gadgets. Let me see. Can you hear this?
See, it's faint to me. I can hear something, but it sounds like it's in somebody else's headphone.
Okay.
Is that West Coast?
That was me asking for money. Hit the like, please, comment, subscribe,
No, that's right.
and cash app me.
No, that's right.
That was a good one.
But yeah, let's get back to the whole statue. We wasn't talking about the N-word. Nobody said nothing about reparations. Lord. Oh my goodness. Black fatigue.
Understanding and this guy, this some British guy. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Dressed like him. That's what it is. Now we done found out.
No. This nigga shit baggy as shit. Hell no. Look at this everything on him oversized.
Yo. Why?
Oh, this shit loose.
Yo, go ahead. Let me see.
Basically, encourage empathy.
Say no more. There it is.
She
look.
Like, she got to stand up on the podium.
We all need somebody to
lean on me.
And communicate.
I do not understand this. This epitomizes black fatigue because they made sure to put us on the world stage looking our worst.
In Times fucking Square.
In Times Square with a British nigga making a statue.
And then have a black woman's choir singing about it.
With the dumbass red shoes. With the two for $89.99 Sauconys. Remember them?
Yeah.
Labels, though. They just talking about like labels.
It's almost like they so tired of niggas. Let me cloak how tired I am in a statue. This can't be real, son.
This is cooning. This is cooning and Sam.
I don't know why it's that big a deal. It may be me being slow, but I don't know why that's that big a deal.
How did
what up, Put Service? What up, Pump?
How did 3 dudes talking about it gonna be overweight, just like the statue? Don't make sense.
You know,
I'm just saying.
The irony. Oh man, that's crazy. But he literally said it. The point of the piece was for empathy.
Empathy for what though?
Who said that? The guy who sculpted it?
Yeah, who he was just talking about it. Play it back again real quick, nice.
I say this right here. That woman right there is not gonna ever have a problem with getting no dick. That statue. If that statue walks past you and that same shit on, somebody's hollering. A lot of somebody's. She's sick of niggas hollering at her.
In public?
In public. Stop catcalling me. That bitch can't go nowhere. Give me 1 second. Let's rewind it.
We can't do something. I'm sorry, baby. This right here is bad. All bad.
Damn. So what is it for? First and
That's
foremost,
what I'm saying. What's being said here?
It's some British guy who we played a video. He's going to explain what it is. He's going to give his synopsis of what it represents and all these different things in the video. But yeah, man, this is just all bad.
All right, go ahead. Press play. Is this a video?
Yeah.
And communicate those inner worlds that we have, and sometimes we misinterpret.
Hold on, I gotta go back. What are those, bro? You see them? You see these foots? Let me see. Hold up.
Why does she have no style though?
That's what I'm saying. It's all bad. That's what I'm saying. Like a fucking a too small t-shirt.
The worlds that we have, and sometimes we misinterpret.
Yeah, what the fuck are those?
So wait, hold on. Who's the dude that did it?
Some British, and that's something that black women.
So again, I don't see what the problem is, but I never get it. And so I hear all the men is saying the blah 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 blah, blah. And the men are saying, why is it that our interpretation?
Come on in.
Play, it's always a treat when players leave. Judge.
D-Town in the building. What's up, Playboy?
What's happening, my people?
Oh man, where you been, Papa Doc?
Shit, in the Discord, fucking around.
Nah, where baby boy at? I know he wearing you out.
Cha-cha. What is cha-cha?
Oh, okay. All right, what's happening with you?
Going? What's happening? What's up, Scan? What's up, y'all?
What's up,
Chicago? Night is where you
We
been,
talking
bro?
about black fatigue, and somehow they took this statue of this woman in Times Square to be a representation of, I guess, a fatigued black woman.
But I just, you don't want to know my thoughts on it, man. So I'm just gonna keep mine.
Well, what is the purpose of being up here? We're not gonna hear your thoughts.
Cause they gonna say details. You know, he don't like it. This, you know.
Shout out to Truism Storm Crow. Go ahead, D-Town.
Yeah, nice man. I don't know, man. I don't see nothing empowering about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just I just don't like the statue. Like, out of all figures, bro. Like you had to do that, bro. Like in Times Square. Like, come on, people. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not what you do, it's how you do things. You get what I'm saying? And obviously this British don't understand how to do things. You know what I'm saying? In Times Square, bro, she bought like $290. You know, diabetes to the roof. I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it.
D-Town, half the dudes complain about it. They sharing insulin needles with her. I'm just saying.
So normally when you build a statue, what's the purpose of a statue? That's not rhetorical.
I think
like I believe
all these statues have different meanings. Why do we have Confederate soldier statues? Why do we have statues of people leaning over giving seeds to the ducks? Why do we have pictures
would you
of
say
little kids?
Mm-hmm. Would you say it's to commemorate something? Like that's one purpose. One purpose.
But I think these are art pieces, right? More so than statues.
But here's my question. I'm going to answer this, but I want to get this answer from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that the average black woman is that?
Hey, in 2025.
Yeah.
Dang, man. See, my lived experience tells me otherwise, to be honest. But
your lived experience is that the black woman is in shape.
No, not fully across the board like that. No. Are you saying that is my experience that's an accurate representation of the average black woman in America today?
I just think that's an average woman, period. And I think that there's acknowledging average women, period. You could always put a model there. What's special about that? There's always been these, you know.
So when has
perfect
anything
kids,
average
perfect
ever been
kids.
commemorated though? That's what I'm saying. When do we
So this-
celebrate or acknowledge or commemorate anything average?
Right, so this is a good thing.
I don't see it that way. No.
Because they've always celebrated something that is not realistic to me.
Yeah, but I think
they'd
that's
put a
also-
woman up there, perfect breast, perfect behind, perfect calves and thighs,
that's
whatever else.
aspirational. Yeah.
That's something to aspire to, right?
Yeah. But don't
So
make it.
then the woman that looks like that should hide, she should be hidden.
A woman like that
looks like that.
But
Queen Latifah. Queen
Okay.
Latifah should be hidden.
That's what I'm saying, though. But that's what I'm
Should
saying.
Queen Latifah be hidden?
You giving me?
I don't think there's no way you
extreme.
can hide Queen Latifah.
No, I'm
You
saying
giving
that
me
should she be
extreme,
ashamed
though,
of herself because Queen Latifah is built the way she's built?
No, Queen
Should,
Latifah.
should Maya Angelou be ashamed of herself because of the way she built the way she built?
Now, you know
Should
what it made
Oprah
sense?
Winfrey should Oprah Winfrey
but-
should
but-
hide because she's built the way she's built?
She was ashamed, yeah.
Should Whoopi Goldberg hide the way she should Layla Rashawn right now
Well,
hide the way she looks?
that's
These
a
is all
different-
big.
But they all
a
do.
different-
Well,
come on,
and
Midas, that's all-
Whoopi
yeah, that's
definitely
different.
covering up. You know what Whoopi.
No, but we all know
Right.
Whoopi.
But you make a good point though, right? For what they're doing to tear that statue down, right? It would have absolutely made more sense to me if that was Maya Angelou. That would have made more sense to me.
But I don't think
Or
it's to
Gwendolyn Brooks or Nikki Giovanni or something like that. Like something that would have made more sense. My
I
opinion.
don't think it's to invoke that. I think it's to see average people
Right.
as just
Hey,
people.
thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I respectfully, so like here we have a ton of art and sculpture. Some put there's one of a man walking with kids and he's feeding the bird, but he's walking with kids. Like we have some of that, right? We kind of know what that looks like. I don't find that to be representative. That statue in Times Square. I don't find that to be an accurate depiction commemorating anything everyday life, like a black oversized woman standing with her hands on her hips in the middle of Times Square. What's artistic and commemorate? I mean, like, let me take the commemoration out of it because you're saying it's artistic and a depiction of everyday life. I think some art pieces are made for that. So if I look at it through the art lens, right, I don't find any redeeming artistic value about what dude did. And I'm curious to know who commissioned him. Who commissioned him?
It was
Thank
the
you,
art
Chicago.
commissioner.
Cause you not about to try to tell me and sit here and tell me that the average black woman
What's
looks
so
like
sexy
her.
about the
Hell
Statue of
no,
Liberty?
man.
Nothing. It was a gift. It was a gift from France. Yeah.
D-Town, you
Yeah,
live
but
in Dallas.
but
You're bigger
does
than
the
that.
Statue of Liberty look like something you want to fuck?
No.
You live in Dallas.
Neither
bigger
does,
than that,
but Betsy Ross doesn't either, though. You know. But
I'm
recognize
saying that I don't see no problem with that statue. And the people that all see a problem with it, I think they have a problem.
I don't
If every single thing that black women do irks you like that, leave black women alone. Don't fuck with them. Don't talk to them. Get the fuck away from them.
Yeah, I ain't taking it that way. So Kanye had a verse.
We talking about the
statue.
statue now. So I don't know what you talking about.
I'm talking about the statue.
You're talking about the manosphere.
Yeah, I'm talking about the statue and whoever got a problem with it.
Oh, okay, for sure.
I don't
Yeah,
care
I
enough.
definitely don't
My
approve.
opinion is just that don't look like something to be celebrated. That's just my
Thank
opinion.
you.
Am I
Thank you,
outraged?
Scam, like,
No, but hold on.
and I
Am I
usually disagree with you, brother, but thank you
Yeah,
so much.
I'm not outraged and whoa, blackity women. No, it's okay. They
Y'all
did it.
gonna raise up out the blackity blacks, man.
No, I'm not. I'm dust them off.
Go ahead,
first.
Scale. Go ahead. My
Am
bad.
I outraged?
true,
No.
though,
Are there
Sam,
some
I got
people say it's cool? Cool. Hey,
Right.
There's nothing worth fighting about. But I got jokes.
Oh yeah, no, I
It
agree with
is.
you on that.
Yeah, I ain't.
And I
ain't
got
tripping
jokes for the
about that.
fat people looking at the statue.
But
Man,
all
cut
that,
it out.
but when you trying to, you know, it's expiring. I look at this and I see myself in it. Like, get out the gas. Get out.
Aspiring
Get
to
out
get
the
some
gas.
Twinkies, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, thank
Hey
you,
man, let's
Scam.
go to Burger
Thank
King.
you.
That's all it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that's all. Come on, thank you, Scam. Come
And the
on,
man
bro.
and the woman like, all right,
Come
I'll
on,
pay
bro.
this time. You got the next.
Or I'm tired today. Why is you talking to me? That's what I get from this.
Listen.
What are we talking about?
When D-Town started talking, of course our chat queen said that fat people have a sound.
She said what? Yo, Sugar Bum gotta relax, man. Sugar Bum gotta relax.
I seen you did your little AI for. That was nice right there. Nice.
Oh, Knight has been cooking, fam.
Yeah, he's been doing his thing.
Knight has been cooking. But
we have a chat queen and king over here. That's all. I just acknowledge the chat queen because she popped in. I ain't seen the king in a minute, but we can acknowledge him too.
Wait, you got a new
The motherfucking big bad bull. Motherfucking big bad bull. The motherfucking big bad bull. The motherfucking big bad bull.
Hey,
We
yes,
acknowledge the
sir.
chat king
Hey,
and queen.
Nighter,
Yes,
he
sir.
actually got he actually got dust in his background.
Man,
That ain't
relax, Scam, relax.
He actually got
Shut up.
dust in his background.
We
I
all do.
that
We
word.
all do if we dig deep enough, man. Shout out to Big Bad Bull, man. Scam up his snitching. He got dust.
No, all I get is that bird with the daggone beak. That's all I get. No music, no nothing, no dust.
Oh, man.
I want to talk to
Shout out
him.
to Gas Mask. Shout out to a Vixen Forever. Shout out to GT. What do you mean, Scam?
That ain't right, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
That ain't right.
What are you saying?
That's all I get. No music, no dust in the background. Nothing
Chicago
flashy.
Rilla.
Yes, sir.
That's all
Is
I
there
get.
anything wrong with showing a little bit of love?
That's all I get.
Oh my God, yo.
Now I gotta make a statue of Night.
Listen, I get it myself too, though. Scam, look.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
in a
remember when you popped
wheelchair.
that out. Oh my
I'm a
God,
pillow.
That's raw.
Whiskey
yo,
lime.
Scam, yo, you.
That's all I get. No theme music. Now I gotta make my own theme music.
What's that Woody Woodpecker? That was off of Woody Woodpecker.
No, that's Looney
One of them
Tunes.
cartoons.
Yeah, that's
Oh
Looney Tunes.
my God.
That was like one of my favorite cartoons. That's crazy.
Oh, that is terrible on so
Which
many
way did he
levels.
go? Which way did he go?
I thought that was Baby Huey that said that. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, dog, night.
Ali got me with that. Ali got. I can't remember what panel it was. He had a V-neck that was hanging all the way down to his belly button, and I cammed up looking like him. And then he clicked that that same picture. Like, all right, he got.
Oh, that is wild. Jeez Louise, man. Okay, wait. I gotta get back in the head to the gig, but wait. I'm trying to still unpack the artistic redemptive value of the statue. Is it the lines? Is it the texture? Is it the subtle softness in her face? What are we seeing when we look at the statue?
An average person being celebrated. Not a model.
Okay.
Not statuesque, just an average woman. The woman that probably feel bad about herself. And Scam is right that, us overweight people need to lose weight. But what's wrong with,
I don't see
still
that.
being, appreciated as a human being?
I don't see that though.
Where
But
else
not-
do we
but-
see that?
But
Trust
can I
me,
say
Big-
this? But can I say
Big
this
Mama
though?
does appreciate you.
And I did think that
But-
was a
but it's
Hispanic
weird.
woman at first, to be honest. Go ahead, Detail. My bad.
But I can dig that, right? But with the attire, with the hair, with the gesture of her hands, that's not what he's giving, bro. You can have a plus size woman that still look professional, that still have a nice blouse or a nice pants and a nice shirt or like it could have been way different than that, bro. That's what I'm trying to see. Like, I understand what we saying, but the artist put exactly what he wanted to put out there. So we got to take it as face value.
So you don't
That's what
really,
he wanted to do.
you don't really see that woman in your real life.
Hell nah. And when I do, Nightish, that woman right there, 9 times out of 10 is in the projects or in the trailer park
Damn.
or
That's
in
saying a lot
or
about
somewhere like that.
like,
Damn.
Real, bro.
Hey,
that's
D
not,
Town.
Like, let's just be
but
real,
look what
bro.
you saying off
That's
of
D Town. The
projection
times I've
like
been
a
in town, they've been
motherfucker.
big.
how you perceive someone off of a statue. I think that's what the statue is trying to do. Like how when I first seen it, it just looked like she was like, hurry up and take this picture. Like that's the vibe I got from her. Like she didn't really want to do it, but she was like, all right, fuck it. Hurry up and take the
Right.
picture.
But
Like
we all
that's the
got that
vibe I
vibe, bro.
got from her, but it wasn't
We
like
all
she in
got
the
it.
ghetto, she in the hood, she got an attitude. I heard
That's
a white
projection, conscious.
conservative
That's
say,
projection.
but I heard like a white conservative say, like, I would never want to talk to this woman on the phone. She would be horrible in customer service. I'm like, you
That's
getting all that
projection.
from a statue.
Is my mic on? Is
Hey,
I too
Yeah,
low?
nah, we hear you. Nah, we
hey,
hear you.
conscious, but they'll call and listen to the one that the Indian, the rude ass Indian.
Yes, my name is Sarah.
You know? But I'm saying, I just think it even on ourselves, like that's what I've been finding so intriguing, how black people
I don't
see
want to
it.
hear that voice or the AI voice. I'm yelling operator.
Well, just like I always say, man, I truly don't give a fuck what white folks talking about or whatever. It's all about us. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, bro. And what
But
I'm
look how
saying is when we go back into the when we go in his artistry and all his library of statues, he have a whole bunch of black women. Some that's reading books, some that's that have a family, some that's a professional. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, just like I always say, it ain't what you do, it's just how you do it, fam. And out of all the places in the world, in America, you put it in Times Square.
Yeah, but
Come
you
on,
know
bro.
who she sits in between. She's sitting like
Go
between
ahead.
two prominent white people. So that's another aspect of the art thing too. I think it's like a bishop and a captain of a war. I can't remember it, but like even that's is saying that like these two prominent white men are, and this black woman right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to even evoke something.
But and I get exactly what you're saying, right? But the thing about it is, those other two statues are generals. Those men are something that America thinks that's valuable. You get what I'm saying? This woman right here, we don't even know who she is. You get what I'm saying?
Why shouldn't that average woman that you don't know be valuable?
Yes, sir. And let me finish what I'm saying. Like we were saying.
Now, don't get out of hand up here now, nigga.
Look, Maya Angelou was built like that. Monique. Like, if you're gonna put a woman, a plus size woman, well, put in somebody that's actually something that people look up to in the world. And what I'm saying is, my women, the women that I talk to, don't like the statue. The ones I'm talking to, they don't like it. They say there's not a representation of them. That's all I'm saying.
It's not just her being fat.
It's not even just being
no,
fat.
that's me just talking bullshit.
Uh-huh.
But it's the whole thing that somebody took their time, flew all the way out, bought extra bronze, because it took a lot of bronze material. Just like when they do night issues.
That's the third time scam.
It costs an extra $5,000 for the material to do night issues. But they did all of that because they had to have that picture right there. That's kind of the point.
Yes, thank you, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Like if I'm gonna take the energy to do a statue, just like if you're going to get an award, a gold chain, a plaque, it's supposed to say something. First place, conqueror,
yes, bro.
Lead attorney, something, top of your class, instead of that motherfucker over there.
When did scams start cussing like that, man? That makes me uncomfortable.
when he talks about women.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah,
I like the manosphere.
And that's all I'm saying.
I like the manosphere. I actually like women.
Don't sound like it.
Actually,
I'm talking about Lil Mama at least 290.
Even the fat, bloated, and swole. Even
What
in
if
the wig line, man. I actually like women.
He said she 290. What if she's 6'1"? Then 290
Still
was
290. 290. No deal.
She's 6'1" and 290. That's
you
big.
should not be no 6'1", 290. Stop it. No,
It's
don't
tall,
not
but
do
like
that with me. Brother. my partner, homegirl, his wife, bro. Shout out to his wife, Lil K. She's a volleyball player, bro. She for Kansas. She used to play volleyball for Kansas University. Bro, she like 6'2", 6'1", fam. Oh,
and what's crazy right now while we having this conversation is this conversation is really supposed to be about black fatigue. That little statues was supposed to be a bump, but we were really not even talking about the statue. We talking about people's idea of black fatigue. And they saying that somehow that statue is symbolic of it. And I don't know how that is.
I gave you my definition of black fatigue. You didn't like it.
Well, we had one read, and then we heard about the book that Conscious Moran was talking about. The thing that Conscious Moran was talking about is the same thing that Chris Rock was talking about, and that's what it used to be. That now they flipped it and said it's white people that's tired of giving a damn about black people. They don't want to hear about slavery.
So
they don't want to hear about the projects.
So that's what the black fatigue is basically saying. Other races are tired of what we saying.
Yeah.
Well, fuck them. We ain't got enough. So shit, we need to get louder.
To be honest, I'd be tired of half of it too, but luckily I just troll.
Yeah, we need to get louder then, Nightish. Shit. Obviously they starting to listen now, so we need to get a little bit more louder. You feel me? Talking about they tired, niggas, girl, boy, man. But this is the thing about this black fatigue, it be us. See, this is stuff I'm talking about right now. It's us talking about, we tired of each other. Like, come on, bro.
Right now, y'all up here talking about y'all tired of this statue and ain't even a real person.
That would be me.
Yeah, that statue don't represent the black women that I know. That's all I'm saying. I'm taking up for my people.
Yeah, shout out to
shout out to the black women I know, but I don't think
you are separating though, so that's fair.
Yeah, let me see. Let's do this. Let's continue on with the video.
It's supposed to be letters and all this other shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is she done? Go ahead.
God.
You don't laugh at her. And the only person that should really be mad is a black woman. And we're not mad. They see us every single day when they go to work. They see us. She's us. And she's black. And she's tired. We are tired. You didn't think we was tired? That's art. If you cannot understand how artistic and creative that statue is, kick rocks. That's art. Black women are art. Whether she had an afro puff or a dress on with a push-up bra, she still gonna be there. They chose us before they put a 12-foot man. That's good. They would have never did that. New York.
For context, it's a big ass white man that's always in the middle of Times Square. I've been there twice. I've seen it. So,
well, before I kick these rocks, tell the statue, let me borrow them shoes.
Man, Aaron hit it on the head. That's exactly before I kick these rocks.
I love my city. I love my city. We used to have colonizers and slave owners at statues on 14th Street, Union Square, and 42nd Street. They had George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. We yanked them bitches down. Now there's George Floyd and that black lady. Love it. Anytime.
Okay, that's enough of that. George Floyd and that black lady.
Why you ain't let her keep going? No, just let her keep going. Why you do that?
Somebody flicks their teeth to say something disrespectful about a black woman. Is your statue there?
She got some perfect teeth, though.
I don't see a statue that look like you there. I'm cool with that statue. That's power.
Hey,
a lot of people love us.
Is this her page? One Sexy BB Duck?
Yeah, that's her page. Of
We
course.
confused on what power.
She got anything crazy?
Let's see.
No.
It's TikTok, so it's not Twitter, so it's not gonna be too crazy.
Nah, you gotta scroll. She got anything zoomed out?
She's not that big.
Anything full body? Well, for one, it's her without makeup. Oh God.
Okay. So my dog does not feel well.
Lord Jesus. They see, look, that's fellas. Hey, Pool dates and anything without makeup, brother. With gym dates. Pool dates and gym dates, fellas. Let's see. Where's she at?
She don't got nobody pictures.
Of course. Come on, Ham. You know how the big girls play it, bro. She's not gonna have anything with
Why
her
is that
full
the
body
first
if
thing you went
she's
to?
not, bust up only. Oh, here we go. Wait. Here we go.
One of my providers paid me
They the
$500
same-
just to
right,
play
that's
tennis
it.
with.
Say less. They the same shape. Put them in. I mean, we
Yeah.
already understand it. That,
Yeah, that's why she.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
yeah. All right.
Oh,
So
she's
she,
shape funny.
we understand why she applauded, right? She think it represent her. I think that what she articulated is we accept anything. We accept tokenism. We accept smoke and mirrors, right? Just because it's up is good enough. It's not good enough if it's not the best representation. That's annoying.
So that's the sentiment of folks up here should be the best representation of us. If it's gonna be a black woman, she better be fine.
We always got to be 100. We always got to be
What the
100.
dudes was talking was fat.
Always.
One was fat with a suit on. And he was talking shit. I'm gonna fire off because he was talking shit about me the other day.
Uh-oh.
He owes that suit an apology. Talking about best representation. Have the suit just hanging somewhere, and then he's supposed to be in the back. That's what he's supposed to do.
Somebody gonna fire on you, Scam.
Nah,
You said he don't go to meetups no more.
No, no, he did it. It ain't that serious. I'm just talking shit. Don't take this stuff personal.
Shout out to CMO. Shout out to how you say this right here. Shirt CRCT.
No, I don't take this stuff that serious. But I had to sneak in a couple of fat jokes. Nightish, you
Well,
understand?
you're past 4. You're past 4.
Or maybe if I had a proper logo with some music and some real dust behind it. I'm just saying. You gave Big Bad Bull some dust.
He is the chat king.
All right.
And Sugar Bum is the chat queen.
But ain't no troll king. All right, I got you. All right. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Scam campaigning for that Dust King.
Look. We have the professional Sugar Bum, that's Sugar Bum, and then we have the one that's dancing. That's Shiesty Bum. So she's Sugar and Shiest.
Sugar and Shiest, the chat queen. Let's get it right. You can scream. You gon' fight tonight. Don't need your respect, bitch. I demand it. Fuck you thought I tried to understand it. I don't know what to tell you. No sympathy here. Return you to sender. Poof, you disappear. She's Sugar and Shiest, the chat queen. Let's get it right.
Yeah.
That probably is the real Sugar Bum dancing.
Man,
too.
I'm telling you, it is.
That probably is the real one.
Two-step. Dancing just like Elaine off Seinfeld.
But yeah, Nightish, you gotta agree with that, bro. If it ain't the best representation of us, we can't put it out there, man. That's just
We
how it
always
goes.
gotta be 100, though. We always gotta be perfect.
Man, we gotta at least be 80.
All the stuff we done been through this country, we still gotta be perfect.
The reason
But
why I
now
say
let
that, bro,
Donald Trump, man.
the reason why I say that, fam, is because that's a spit in my papa, my meemaw face, and my ancestor face. If I'm not trying to come 100, fam, it's too easy to come for us now. It's too easy for us now. So it shouldn't be no reason for you not to be able to come 100 or at least 80. Come on, man. Let's think about it, bro. So you saying that only way for black folks to come together is we gotta have somebody putting their foot up our ass and beating on us? That's the only way we can find out that we love each other.
No,
Because since they stopped doing that, we've been all out of whack now, fam. You feel me? Like, come on,
D-Town,
bro.
every time I hear pro-black,
They ain't really never stopped doing
it's
that.
a black person attacking another black
They
person.
really have.
I'm saying physically.
Stop doing that, Natish.
But I know you're talking real life.
On the levels that our ancestors went through it.
Yeah, talk
Well,
about it, Natish. I mean, yeah, talk about it, Natish. Let us know.
It couldn't be as severe, of course not, but they still got their.
If it was that severe, do you think it would be accepted?
If it was law, yeah. There wouldn't be no choice if it was law, but laws change, right?
You don't think people will vote against that?
Not if it's a law. Like, I mean, you might try and revoke.
They put their knee in a man's back and they tore this motherfucker down for how many months?
They tore what down?
Everything.
Minnesota?
Hey, Nitish, what did they really tear down?
Yeah, I mean, like
almost everything around where I'm at. All that shit was boarded up.
No,
but
in reality.
But when they rebuilt
their own community.
Their own community, and insurance went and built up the white community, the white and the rich, and made it even richer. So what did they really tear down?
Right. But don't get away from what we're saying though. Don't get away from it. We still gotta show up 100%, though. We gotta be able to show up 100%.
They showed up to the wrong address.
Go ahead,
okay.
I mean, but D-Town, look what you're saying. Like Trump should be at 80%. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, D-Town, hear me out. First, you're supposed to show up in the mirror. Then you're supposed to show up for the family and the people around you, right?
Right.
Are people really doing that?
They not in mass. We have a lot, but I really
not discrediting the ones who are.
That was another attack at the fat
scam. I really believe it's more of us doing good than what we believe in. That's what I believe. I don't think.
Well, that's just the facts.
I'm just talking more the ones with the loud mics.
Right, and that's just.
He's talking about the minority of people.
Yeah, that's just the minority of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get where I'm going now.
Yeah,
most of these conversations in this space though is about the minority of people.
Yes, because when it comes all the way down, men and women, as far as black man, black woman, we are doing great. Like we're doing great. So, but go ahead, Scam. I got you.
No, I'm just saying. In reality, the ones doing the most yakking and quacking are the very ones doing the destruction. The ones handling business usually don't say nothing because they're busy in the gym. They're out mentoring at work. Or the average ones, they just do something here and there. They go eat a sandwich, 3 sandwiches. Then they just do whatever. But the ones doing all the yakking, we got it, blickety blackety. Oh,
I was positive I said hello yesterday.
Them, they ain't talking about that.
Why would I skip over your name, Queen? Why would I do that? I clearly missed it.
Make sure my shit.
Blame my eyes, not my heart. Is that D-Town with all that static?
Okay, that's me. My bad. Let me put my ear.
Oh no, it's the echo.
Okay.
Do you got a YouTube channel screen or something open? Okay, he's muted up. Yeah, this is supposed to be about fatigue, and they stuck on the statue. Let me see.
Well, we can't have no word about man. They're gonna hijack it and turn it into theirs. But if you look objectively in terms of what they're saying is, I guess black fatigue for them. Objectively, I get it.
Well, I know I was one day we had a guy that came up here. I forget his name because it wasn't that important. And he came up here talking about black fatigue, and we was like, I had the banner up so he couldn't be seen. And then he jumped right into nigga.
That's why I can't do blackities. Can't do it.
And then this whole that term blackity. You think it's still some pro-black people? And if they are, who are they?
Every time I hear pro-black, within 5 minutes, they start beefing with each other about black.
King and Malcolm were pro-black. They beefed too. Baldwin beefed. Booker T. Washington and W.E. Du Bois beefed. All of them gangbang because they got opposing ideologies. That's all.
They should have came together. Either met.
Ain't been be no kumbaya around this camp. We all travel.
You think it would be some
should
type
have been a
of
meeting.
standard though? Like, okay, we got to link up on this.
It's
You
not
gonna
one.
I think we are sorely misguided and disillusioned by what these fairy tales they keep selling us. Like if you look at history, there is no point in time in history where any movement of substance was substantiated by a mass amount of people. It's usually a small amount of people doing the heavy lifting.
That's true. But no, I'm just saying, if it was today, D-Town is pro Malcolm X and I was pro MLK. We should be able to meet Tuesday at 7:00 and say, hey man, look, this is what I got going, this is what you got.
That's not how it works.
It could be. Can you tell
That's
you?
not how it works. You know it don't work like that. It's just like the argument between FBA and ADOS.
No, that's just stupidity right there. That's all that is.
What's ADOS?
American Descendants of Slaves.
So what they say, I don't know.
FBA believes that they're foundational Black Americans, that they were already here. They didn't get brought here on no slave ship.
And the other ones believe that they did come over here on slaves.
The other ones believe that they are the descendant of the people that was brought here.
Then you got me who says
they don't understand that the small amount that was brought here were put in breeding farms, and most of the slaves came from breeding farms.
Right. I don't think that they brought 5 million blacks over here. I think we was already over here.
Yeah.
They just did what they did, and you know how they do.
Took over?
Yeah, took over some type shit.
That kind of make us look weak, especially if we know the land. And
Well, then you know that's the case because Africa is a continent, and all the minerals is needed for everything is there. But the people who were naturally there don't have no power over that stuff.
I don't know how that happened.
You know, you know that Leopold never stepped foot in the Congo, right?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know, 15 million. When it was 13 million? What was it?
Well, from my little, my little devils in history and things like that, I think it was the two things the whites had that didn't nobody else had, and I could be wrong, but it was alcohol and guns.
Gunpowder. The Asians created gunpowder.
So gunpowder. So it was alcohol and gunpowder, and those two things. That's what they used to basically overcome us and conquer us.
Mixed back in Africa. It was, you know what I'm saying? Fermented drinks to get you toe up, just like that.
Shit like that. Yeah, because think about it. When if I met you and you met me and we was different people, we'll have some type of ritual or something like that, and I'll come to your people or you'll come to mine, and we'll trade. Yeah, and we'll trade. I have grains, and you probably have clothes. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Check. So I heard this when we were breaking this down one time, right? And I absolutely have to agree with him.
Am I a little wrong?
What you talking about? The bartering system?
No, not so much as the bartering system, but bro was asking like, how did all this happen or whatever, and he was talking about how if you're talking about the continent of Africa or any place where it's warm, right? Most of those places are rich. I mean, overly abundantly rich in resources, in vegetation, in game, right? And when I say game, I'm talking about animals and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Now, the people who are known to pillage, plunder, kill, steal, and destroy, and have become the dominant society, if you trace where they come from, they are resource mineral deficient.
Yeah, because you're talking about the Caucasus Mountains.
Right.
Exactly. So, but what tends to be, but thinking consistently, right? When you come across people who are like used to living in and I'm butchering the way that he set up the argument.
Go ahead. We following you. Go ahead.
But when you come across those people, and I don't care where you go, more times than not, they're generous, hospitable, willing to trade, so on and so forth.
Yeah, because those people never thought about ownership.
They also right. But why, Knight, is why they never thought about ownership?
Because they thought it was everywhere and everybody
had access to it. And everybody just got it.
Right.
Like, what
Yep,
we tripping
exactly.
on here? You want more? Take more.
Right.
But the people that create systems that gotta defraud people and cheat people, and
Right.
I
Right.
don't know
What?
where I was at. We was
Because
having a whole conversation about
just
integrity.
like
Go ahead. Go ahead, D-Town. Oh dang, did I lose y'all?
No, he
Oh,
just having mic problems.
oh, okay.
Gorilla. It's
Yeah,
almost
but that's what it is, right? If you think about it, like we come from abundance, and we just used to it, which is why we piss away talent, which is why we piss away our creations and give stuff away. We done forgot better stuff than y'all can take from us. And that's in this country, that's to our detriment. So it's not like, you're dealing with a weak or ignorant people. You're dealing with people who used to abundance, and it's no big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I got it, I got it. Like, it ain't, I'm not trying to rub it in your face and stun on you, but, boom, like, I got it. So, we could trade, and I'm thinking everything is fair and, whatever. But, yeah, people that come from scarcity, that's the word I was looking for, scarcity, right? They're going to hoard, right? They're going to hoard. They're going to gather. They're going to seclude and keep to themselves. Why? Because I don't know when I'm going to get this again. That's a scarcity and poverty mindset. I'm going on mute.
Yeah, he back now.
Okay. Yeah. Can y'all hear me, brothers?
Clear.
Already. But yeah, and so we all on the same page, right? So I can see somebody getting overtook or conquered when you coming in good faith and another person not coming in good faith, and to me, just the white.
Boy, they tearing my boy D-Town up today.
Yeah, that was a
trolls
mindset that would have been acceptable back then. Now you know that person.
Right. Agreed.
So, and when you understand that that's Rome, you got to live like the Romans, right?
Really? But I don't think it's in our nature to be like.
Right.
So you don't think that we should be trying to get property, maintain properties, get that properties down to the next generation?
Yeah.
Well, that's where we at now.
Well, let
Scarcity
me say this. That wasn't in our nature. Yes, you're right. But now we're a different breed of people now, bro. We learned from the best conquerors in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I see this. We're just so tired of black people. Excuse my language, bitch. Y'all. The chicken ass came home to rooster. Ain't that the saying? You get what I'm saying? We used to beat up on each other. Now we starting to show that little aggression to anybody that fuck with us. Oh, now it's a problem. But when we killing and doing each other for us, talk to me, Scam. Go ahead.
No, it's more beating up on each other. They're talking and talking in circles about, man, we oughta. And then as soon as somebody says anything opposing, that if you're black, you show up, say anything opposing, they all try to come beat up on you. Well, your great-great-granddaddy grew up in Nigeria. You're a tether.
I'm not even talking about that, Scam. This is what I'm talking about, brother. They're saying that they're tired of the behavior of blacks in the world. That's what they're saying, right?
Who was the they you're referring to?
I didn't take it that way, D-Town. I thought they said it was like tired of the whining and crying and the begging and the pleading and we need our reparations.
Wait a minute. Let's just let the video play.
Who is they?
We don't have to guess. Let's just let the video play.
Dominant society.
Boston for being forced to care about black people and their actions 24/7, and it's going viral, but not by the people who.
He could have picked any clip, right? He could have picked any clip, but it looks like this guy does his due diligence if you look at his content, right? And when people are removed from the community, they go with what's going to be most polarizing and popular. You see? Mm-hmm. So if I'm like about basketball, right? If I'm trying to make a video about basketball, I'm gonna pick the people that most people know, or most people are familiar with, or the images that they see that they can identify with, and then keeps them there. Right? Just in terms of content creation. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when he picks this clip to start with, I'm just and then it's about black fatigue. It sounds like we were focused on the women, but we focus on what people are saying and seeing. Because remember, it's the other people tired of black people. And look what he starts with.
Who you would expect to be talking about it. Many white people have been experiencing it for, well, decades. Others for the last 5 years or so, since the 2020 Black Lives Matter insurrection. But many black people are also experiencing it because, well, tell us, Chris Rock.
Everything white people don't like about black people really don't like about black people.
Obviously, he's talking about a subsect of the black community, but you're not supposed to use certain terminology to describe that kind of behavior. But many in the black community are also experiencing black fatigue because of them.
There's an interesting phrase going around these days. It's called black fatigue. When I heard that shit, I started laughing because I've been had black fatigue.
Is that Mark Dice?
Right? Reason
those
why
are two different things, though.
The white boy right here is important to the conversation is because look at the urban or colloquial definition. What does it say? Other people tired, right? Y'all never see me use a white man to make a point, but the definition is that other people are tired of it. I know you have clips that say black people are also tired of it, like we just saw. So do we run the clips, or what do y'all think about this black fatigue thing?
No, I think this is Aaron's wheelhouse right here. I think we give Aaron the floor and let Aaron do his thing, and then we go after him.
Why is the white man's perspective my wheelhouse?
No, not the white man's perspective, the niggas aspect of it.
Oh,
so the black
yeah.
the niggas aspect.
Right. Well, I mean,
let me ask this question. Go ahead. We'll go, Aaron. Go ahead.
Well, no, when it comes to the white man's perspective, I simply don't give a shit if he's fatigued or not. As far as our perspective, I've been fatigued with the nigger all my life, but it's something that I have to live with because his ass exists. And I'm not going to sit here and denigrate him for the sake of denigrating him, because then that would essentially make me kind of a coon, wouldn't it? But, right, exactly. But I still make corrections. The corrections are direct downhill corrections from me to the nigger. And again, white man has nothing to do with that. I don't give a shit what he thinks about it. Fuck him.
That's a fact.
Niggas.
Makes sense. I understand that. So what's more important to discuss then? Because we look at, bring up Shiloh Hendricks, Mr. Fantastic, because we have to have the conversation in totality, right? Because it's been emerging because we got the woman that they loved from 6 months ago. She was like a housewife or something cooking, and she was saying nigga this, nigga that, and black people were saying it was okay and championing it.
Yeah, the white lady, I forget her name.
Who?
The white lady that was she was cooking in the house. It was on when it was going on. She went on a couple of different shows because she had said something about her friend messed with niggers.
Not Paula Dean.
Not Paul. Well, Paula Dean has said nigga too, but not Paula Dean.
Hey, Nightish. The very people who complain about that, they only take the videos and show the worst of black people. Aren't they gonna do the same thing 3 days from now?
Pretty much.
But I think they're
That's
saying
content creation.
if we do it,
So what are we talking about?
Is it okay if we do it if we black people?
Yeah, definitely.
I think you normalize it when you do it.
You're conscious. This is what I'm saying.
Hey, Miss Jill.
But given the exposure to something that you disagree with, I don't think you normalize it. Some do, some
If
don't.
you D-Town did it, okay. But if you do it, I do it, Fatty do it, Hemp do it, Chaotic Truth do it, Uncle Tom do it, LA Wilkes do it. If everybody we focus on that, whatever that is, for a week or two, is normalized.
No, what I'm saying is, if you're a content creator You can go find clips of the better black people if you want to.
Where they at?
So that means they don't exist.
Young man who just
They might exist. Where are they?
I think Nightish, I think that might be the problem.
Master's degree. You could have highlighted that.
Yeah, Nightish, if they don't exist, then I think
Don't put words in my mouth. I said, where are they?
You're a content creator. What are you talking about?
They all around.
Brother
Like the two young girls who solved the math problem that not even the Harvard professors could get. You could have highlighted that.
So they're on your channel, Conscious Moron?
Like 14.
I think I might have spotted the girls, but it was a while back, man. I want to say maybe like 6, 7.
No. But you're conscious of said information, right?
Well, yeah.
Do you put a spotlight on it?
I don't know.
say that half
I
dozen
think I
remain
posted
neutral.
that one. I think I posted that particular one. That's how I know about it. I said something that one, but have I done it recently? No, I've just been kind of at.
Do you balance out the things that you talk about?
Yeah,
Do you find an equal amount of positive stuff to match the amount of fuckery?
I try to, especially this month because it's Mental Health Month. And I've been trying to drop shorts asking people how they deal with mental health. So I try and balance it out.
No, even if it's not balanced, realistic. Like we know that most people are overweight. So it's probably, 70% of people are overweight. You expect 70% representation of overweight people. But you can't go and say, man, we trying to say this help. And then everything you throw is the opposite. Just like the men's and women's. The man is a high value man working 98 hours in the post office because he's black. And the woman is a bald headed Wigosaurus drop kicking and throwing a baby out the window. Or the white man is all rich with trust funds and black people are broke in the hood. That's what we're talking about. And then complaining about that very thing and it's not even true.
Yeah, I don't think people want to see positive shit.
I don't think positive is profitable. It's not profitable yet. Once it becomes profitable,
I'm just talking about, even if there's positive, negative, whatever, I'm just talking about being realistic.
Yeah, realistically, if I say I'm just gonna put nothing but positive stuff on the channel, it won't be number 3 people here. Listen, Scam, I stopped the show from being as chaotic as it was. I lost 150 people.
Yeah.
Are y'all familiar?
When this show was this wild and people hollering and fighting and arguing, you saw what the numbers was.
Yeah.
Once I got rid of that shit, now this should be maybe 30, 50.
So that must mean, I understand. That must mean somewhere in your mind you couldn't take with so much negativity and you wanted to be realistic, correct?
Oh, I want to be realistic from the get-go.
There you go.
But still,
Chicago Rilla don't pitch a bunch of Chicago Rilla stays in his lane.
Yeah. It's hard to watch that Chicago Rilla shit though. That nigga be in coffee shops and shit with his African shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right here?
Now me,
how much Fela Kuti can a motherfucker listen to?
It depends on which alter ego I'm using for the day.
My brother.
Power to the people.
Me, trolls come first. But
yeah, Ungawa Black Power.
Hey, when you said that, you know what popped up in my head? The scene on "I'ma Get You Sucker" with me. Bean pie, my brother. I mean, bean soda, my brother.
But Nightish, all that black fatigue, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that, especially from no other race. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, dog. Now, I could see us having black fatigue. You know what I'm saying? The majority of black folks that's doing good, but ain't really saying nothing about it, and that's our.
D-Town, your mic is cutting it out.
Yes, Borgen. I hope he didn't run off Chicago. You know I'm just joking with him. Let's see. But Ungawa Black Power. Let's see. Let's put this back up. Yeah, you Borgen.
Before you start that,
from the white people perspective, I don't have anything but white people talking about the situation.
Okay.
And for her, it was 29,425 people that gave for the 773,755.
Over the course of a week.
Yeah. Yeah, far less time.
Her goal is $1 million USD. His goal was what, 600,000, and he has some
They
pretty clear
expanded it. I
expenses to be
think
covered.
it originally
It
started
started
at
lower.
500 or below, and then they added on to it. But either way,
Oh.
the same thing.
So
I don't have the white people's perspective other than the girl that was on.
let's do this. What makes people fatigue? So we saying black fatigue. So black people don't have black fatigue. Black people have nigga fatigue.
Yeah,
and
black
then
people got
other
nigga
people have black fatigue. But similarly, nigga fatigue and black fatigue from other people are the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So what are the actions that make people fatigue? Somebody said Lululemon. Is there something that happened in Lululemon?
Oh yeah, we didn't show it on here. Yeah, I got you.
No.
So
What
it was a
happened in
group of
Lululemon?
it was a group of strippers in it. I'm gonna say that in the Lulu just start dancing and twerking and
Nice.
shaking.
Is that your internet?
Oh, really about to piss me
Let
off.
me get fatigue / nigga fatigue
What?
just because we got people different.
What'd you say?
Is your internet slowing up?
I don't see it slow.
I think that was the video because I heard it too. It sounded like Mr. Fantastic was Borgin.
Oh, let me see.
Anyway, I'll holler at
It's
y'all.
the
I'm about to
video.
drop. Dust.
Let me see.
I like that.
Now it is my internet dragging because I just see a spinning circle.
Is justified. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you adamantly disagree. Put a 1 in the chat if black fatigue or nigga fatigue and or the semantics. Put a 1 in the chat if it's justified. Put a 2 if it's not.
One's taking it.
Yeah, the 1's taking it. 1. Let me see something. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, so that one's over. The 1s took it emphatically.
Yeah, emphatically.
Overwhelmingly. So put a 1 in the chat if you contribute to black or nigga fatigue. So put a 1 in the chat if you are those black people or niggas, right? Just to encompass it all. Put a 1 in the chat starting now. Don't spam because I'm gonna think you putting a 1 now for this. Put a 1 in the chat if you are niggas that's doing these behaviors. Put a 2 if you're not.
Yeah, twos. Resounding twos.
But this is the see. See, this is the problem. So we have. Well, what I'm saying is though, like, it's never us.
Well, not well. Him. Just think about it, right? So I think you touched on it, and the dude video you use is a perfect example.
Okay.
I think we overshare and we promote too much of the negative. All the fighting videos and shit, and all the shit or whatever that we show. Like I told you, him. Like on Black Twitter, that's like I would say that's at least 40% of the content. 40% of the content is niggas fighting. We share that shit. We record it and then bring it to the internet. And so when white people see it, like you said, what they gonna see first? They gonna see the family praying together and being, cordial and whatever. No, that shit never gonna go viral. All the white people gonna see that have nothing to know of black people is the negative shit that goes viral. So I'm not making it as an excuse, but that's their representation of what blackness is, because that's what we fucking put out here to share.
Okay.
Even though it's an incredibly small minority.
Show me the Lululemon, bro.
All right, man.
But it just interesting to me though, right? Right, Aaron? All the 1s in the world. Now, is it you? Oh, no. All the 2s in the world.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to reconcile. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to reconcile.
Where's the niggas? Yeah.
Damn. I just And I remember, like, it was in Oakland, I think, where they was running amok in Oakland.
Oh my goodness, not my city.
Like raiding the stores and shit like that. Was it Oakland? Was it New York City?
Nah, that was Cali.
It was Cali, right? Because the laws are so soft.
Yeah, exactly. Before they changed the laws. Yep.
They twerking in Lululemon.
Yeah, bro. Just like a what you call it? A flash mob. It was a flash mob of twerking, brother.
So I'm trying to, cause my wife been leading this Pilates shit, right? So I'm trying to think of like how we can potentially monetize it, just because of the demographics and such, right? So looking at the different machinery and things of that nature, and I'm like, yeah. So of course you gotta get. There's another thing. What's it called? Aloe. So it was like Aloe Lululemon, right? And so I'm like, well, you gotta, right? You know, you gotta look the parts and like that, right? And I got like a couple of things from there, but shopping in mass, my nigga, you know how much that the leggings is $100 a pop, easy. And they twerked it out.
Yeah, man.
I don't believe it.
I gotta find it. It was like a couple weeks ago.
Well, Actively Black is a good brand.
Let me see. Get to the Lululemon thing. Let me see. Or did he never find it? Something just went by. Right here.
Any of the money outside the.
All right, come on, man. Just follow the pounds.
No, that's not the one. But we played it before because Matt Walsh, right, is pretty popular. And he was saying they're tired of ignoring the violence that black men exude. It's a countrywide issue that continues to be glossed over. And he's like, that's the real elephant in the room. Why did Carmelo go to such a violent place? And why do black men go to such a violent place? So whatever we think about Matt Walsh is inconsequential to my point. The point is, that video he did got 3 million views.
Yeah.
So now when we see Black Fatigue, how far do they take this shit? And at what point does it affect Shad and Aaron and Mr. Fantastic and Mr. Williams? What point do you got to be cognizant of it? Do you got to sit out at the bus stop with your kids because motherfuckers is tired of niggas?
Wait,
that's the part that I think about.
But now I did think about that too. That's what I was saying, and that was my thing to quote unquote white people, with this whole thing. I'm like, hey man, I know the majority of white people aren't racist, but y'all can't sit back and be quiet, because now that you know what I'm saying, that raises a very, very dangerous environment and concept. Because I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you are a grown white person and you call my kid a hard R N-word, I'm going to put you as close to the grave as I possibly can. That's a promise.
You'll notice.
That's my duty. That is my responsibility as a father. So y'all better handle this shit, because, and then like you said, I'm in Florida. I ain't no motherfucking sniper, but I'm pretty decent. If you want to take it further than that, we can take it further than that over my kids. You can say whatever you want to say to me, you know what I'm saying? But still, there's going to be consequences with that too, depending on my mood for the day. And I'll say this, Hamp, and then throw it to the brothers that came up. You know, the biggest bullshit, Hamp, is, oh, they're just words. Words don't hurt. You know, words don't hurt. I promise you, if me, you, or any of other brothers on this panel walked up to some white man yesterday, it was Mother's Day, right? And he's out, you know, having family dinner, and they're standing out in front of the restaurant, and I walk up to his mom or his wife or his daughter, and I just call him a bitch, right? Everybody uses bitch, right? Bitches in the race. What they gonna do, Hamp?
He gonna stand up for her.
He not just stand up. He go swing. He more likely he'll swing on my ass or pull the fucking pistol, as he should. So
there we go. Y'all, Mike's okay?
1, 2.
Yeah. I dropped out by accident, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you
I
saying?
like that version of Fantastic. I ain't heard that version of Fantastic before.
I got a question about what up, fellas? Before I even get started, well, really,
was you up earlier?
What up, Nightish?
You wasn't up here earlier?
Who, me?
LA.
No, I just popped up.
I thought you was already up here. That's why I didn't play the intro. Oh, yeah, what's up?
I was wondering what was going on. No, I got a question about this black fatigue.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of I know what people are saying, but I think it's kind of a weak argument because you don't really probably know this a little bit better than me. In the 90s, did you think people had black fatigue?
Black people did.
Well, we always had
black people had nigga fatigue more than black fatigue.
Yeah, we always
it's just a changing of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, LA.
So my question is it the fact that these white people are seeing this now? Because to me, it's a bullshit as argument. They just want to be who they are. But do you think it's the fact that now every time you turn around to try to prove that black people are so terrible? And I don't even like this argument, but I can make it that they continue to show everything a black person to do to get back over the last 4 or 5 years. Black people not black niggas running amok.
But no, they.
I think they've been allowed to.
They've been.
And that's my point. But that's my point. I like when 2019 during the riots, I called this shot when I was a cop. I said they allowing y'all to do whatever because in the next 4 or 5 years they're gonna put y'all niggas back in chains. And y'all falling for it.
I said this to Bomb Cherry last time we was talking when I was talking about listen. Now you know this Bomb Cherry because we're the same age. Last time they let these people run amok, and then what was their answer?
Knock them all up.
Biden and Kamala and Rudy Giuliani had that crime bill. And what did they do? They made sure it ran amok in the black community and that them black people begged for it.
Mm-hmm.
So they like to talk about Biden, Kamala, and Rudolph Giuliani, but they don't talk about the black people that said this shit is out of control.
No, see the Lord's
this to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but wait, to your point, LA, listen, I'm saying literally, okay? During them riots, George Floyd riots, okay? My homeboy hit me. Hey, they tearing Roseland up. I said, word? Yeah, when you say that, it's like it's only one spot. It's one strip from 111 to 113 in Michigan. Well, 115 to Michigan, but they could be tearing up. And that's too close to my grandma's house, right? So I drive through that joint. I get off the Bishop Ford, come up, boom, I'm at 115th in Michigan. All's cool. I get to 113. That's when you start seeing, chaos, right?
Okay.
So I drive all the way through. Now they tearing stuff up. The DTLR, the Foot Locker, the Dollar Tree, the Family, all that, they tearing it up, right? I drive and make my way through the crowd and make it to 111th in Michigan. Yo, the police are right there chilling.
Not doing a damn thing, dog.
Not doing a thing. And the police, listen, mind you, the police precinct down there on the 111th in Cottage Grove, past Cottage Grove. Right past Cottage Grove is 111th. It's the 5th precinct, right? And it wasn't until some Asian cat came out like holding his eye like somebody had socked him, which they probably didn't. But he was holding his eye like somebody socked him. They were just stealing his stuff. The police made a move to try and clear it up. But before then, they were sitting right there not doing nothing. There's an infamous...
I said this.
Go ahead.
I said this back then. You can go right after this.
Yes,
I said this back then. They allow certain things like that to happen.
Yes.
To just what they do is they try to dehumanize you in the media. They talk all this, hyper thug, hypersexual, and look at them, and then they put money behind the worst music. So right now you got what they call the drill scene, and it's drill scenes everywhere. And those people are not mainstream. So where they getting all their money from?
Yeah, rest in peace to that young boy that just got smoked out there. LA, I heard he was solid.
Yeah, man, dude, he was a good dude. He's from North Philly with me, young boy.
Yeah, I heard.
Nice young boy. And they just, because he wasn't the type to do all that other crap, they got rid of him. Jealousy. Jealousy.
Crazy.
All it is. Hurt my heart. I was out of the country when it happened. Hurt my damn heart.
Yeah.
I said, you got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah. Spitter too. He was a spitter.
Yeah, he's nice.
I'm catching up on some of his music now.
So that's what they'll do. They'll allow that kind of stuff to happen to the good people, so that the people themselves go ahead and get us a new Rudolph Giuliani. So now they get to use their AI dogs and all of their stuff to run amok again.
Mhm.
Which are,
And you know
it's
the
like Dracula. You have to allow them in.
Mhm.
You have to.
You
They
know,
have to make
but
it
you know
where
what they ushered
you
in here,
beg for
Nightis?
it.
You know what they ushered in here? So while they doing all that, it made it that much more easier for them to run that red line, which is a train, CTA. They running that straight through the hood to 130th, right? So the train right now stops at 95th. They about to run that mug straight through Roseland to like 130th in the Gardens.
All those things I was talking about earlier about how that sense of ownership, pride and ownership, and all that stuff, since all that's gone, and because people are not looking inside themselves, they're looking for something to come from outside of themselves. Is
That's
why
a bar.
you have an army of people living in a house, but they won't cut the grass. They
Yeah.
won't prune the trees. They won't get new windows. They won't fix the roof. And then what happens is you run the property value down, and
Yep.
they hit your ass with some eminent domain
Yep.
or them damn signs you see on everywhere that's talking about will buy houses. And you get up out of there, and then as soon as you get up out of there, the value raised 300,000, 400,000. The minute you move out, because all they're gonna do is come, throw some windows in it, throw a roof on it, paint it, maybe make it an Airbnb.
Hey, you know the funny part about it? The games that they play with our lives is pretty interesting because I know it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. The fact that they let Kendrick Lamar go up there and sing "Not Like Us" and got white people up there dancing to it, and I'm like, what type of time are y'all on? And that's the thing. So like the games they play, like
Oh, you
with
talking about
the
for the
drill
Super
music.
Bowl?
Yeah.
Well, we're
yeah,
active participants in it.
and the bullshit all
We
the
don't
time.
look. We don't look beyond this small thing. We don't see the bigger picture.
That's
But then they talk about black excellence and talk about, but then you got white. But to me, that's still a form of racism. Like the shit that people see and then ignore is hilarious to me.
I had a
This shit is
discussion
just
about
weird.
that too. What we have now is not black excellence. We have black extravagance.
I think we got exceptional individualism.
No, we have black extravagance.
What do you think is the difference?
Black excellence is when you want to do well yourself and you want other people to look like you to do well also. What we do is individualistic, and some of it is like over the top. For example, if you're a multi-millionaire, what do you need to wear all these big chains for?
It's weird, right?
What do you need to? Why are you wearing minks? Why is your puppies got on Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Hermes? The dog. That's
Well, why you gotta-
extravagant.
why
That's
you
not
even gotta
excellent.
Yeah, I get the what is it, Robin Leach, right? Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Yeah.
But I also think black excellence is a myth that they sold us because the idea, as I remember it, was like as a collective, right?
Yeah.
You
So
know,
you think that Harry Belafonte, Ozzy D and Ruby Davis, Sammy Davis, Jim Brown, and all them
Sure,
people that
Diane
literally
Carroll.
came back into communities, and Jim Brown was working with gang members and whatever
Yeah.
else until he passed away. You think that wasn't an example of black excellence? They're really trying to actually do it. Take Debbie Allen, take just all the different those people from that time. The education they try to teach you, when they trying to tell you about etiquette, when they trying to tell you about keep your head up, all of that.
Yeah.
You think that's the same as this shit now?
No, nowhere near. No.
Well, that's what I mean by that was black excellence.
Now, wait, hold on. Now, if you say a Denzel or a Chat, because from that aspect, I'm looking at the arts of it, right? In the way that you put it, how the arts and community and philanthropy and all that, coincide, which is, valid, very valid. The way that black excellence, in my opinion, is passed off today, though, it's so shadowy. It's not. There's no substance. To it.
That's why I said it's not
almost
black
worse than
excellence.
that. It's like, I would agree, but I don't know if it's extravagant. I honestly believe it's exceptional individualism because we are all in our silos. As long as I got me and mine, I got my fits, as long as I'm straight with this over here, I could care less about what's going on with you and yours over there.
You remember those 80s commercials? It was a CD selling commercial. The get a 100
Oh yeah,
CDs.
no, my brother, you got to buy your own.
You got to get your own.
Yeah,
that was the beginning of that right there. That
Yeah.
was the end of Black excellence right there.
I wouldn't disagree with that one bit because again, we ain't talked in a minute, nice, but I'm hooked on these estate sales now, and it's so much that I'm learning about prominent figures in Chicago. I'm like, how come I didn't know about this person? Well, that person, and you start going, you know, you can tell a lot. For me, I'm looking at the art collection, the reading material, like the books and the vinyl, and you can tell a lot about it. Hey, yo, they knew Nightish. They knew.
Who is the new Tony Brown's journal?
Right, or Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu, right?
Yeah, who is the new versions of them?
We don't have it. That's what I'm saying. Nightish.
So when I see what's the fat dude name that does news?
Rock. No,
Roland Martin.
Oh no, nowhere near. No.
What the hell is that?
No. Roland don't. He doesn't. No, he doesn't compare nothing to a Tony Brown or even the dude out of New York. His name is Rock something. You can catch his old episode.
Oh, the light skin one. The light skin dude.
Yeah,
Rock Hudson.
him.
Not Rock Hudson.
No, not Rock Hudson.
I think it's Rock Newman.
Rock
Newman. Rock Newman or something like that. Yeah. No, we don't have nothing nowhere near that caliber. And that's the other thing, right? That African proverb that says when the elder dies, the library burns to the ground, man. We're losing so many libraries and there's not a single solitary soul to replace them. There's nobody to fill in the gap and wear those shoes, man.
Well, that's why I tell it. Go ahead.
We're going on mute.
It's sort of some shows with what's the old girl's name? It's like 3 people, but like you said, it ain't no Tony Browns no more.
Wait, I want to know the show. Oh, you talking about Karen Hunter?
No, what's the girl who was on MSNBC? It's her and the gentleman.
Oh no, don't do that. No,
I'm just
you talking about Angela Rye and the one who said black man better get in line, and Andrew Bynum, Wiggum or something. What's his name? Andrew something, man. Got caught in the hotel with some baby oil on his ankles.
I think it's
No,
Gillian.
man.
But
No, they ain't nowhere near.
I know, but in there, Revolt got one with a young lady too.
Not Tesla Figaro. No, she ain't nowhere near. No. Look at Tony Brown and look at the conversations. Rock Newman. Look at
Come on, man. Tony Brown was excellent, man. You know, ain't no
right. Well, that's what Nice was saying with black excellence.
Well, it's further than that. Before BET sold itself, and I think it was in DC, right?
Yes.
Okay, before BET sold itself, they had shows for kids. They had a bunch of stuff that made it actually make sense to be BET. Once it sold itself, that's not I don't know what that is. But think back on that time. So BET was actually black. You had even though they besmirched his name now, everything Cosby did, from Fat Albert all the way up to the Cosby Show in different world, all motivated black people to go to school, have some class about themselves, be interested in ballet, be interested in jazz. Where is any of that at?
Yo, what's the name of the joint that you played from him? I don't know when's the last time you played it, but Who Stole? What is the joint? Where he's in the classroom. It's like a 2-hour piece that he did.
Oh, Bill Cosby?
Yeah, Bill Cosby.
I forget the name of it.
Who
But he's
Stole?
in front of I forget the name
Man,
of it.
that's a cold piece. Yeah, ain't no Cosby. I don't care what
I
y'all
played
say.
all that stuff, and those are the shows that people,
I agree.
I mean, people looked at him eventually because they messed with me a little bit, but in the actual showing of it, the numbers were kind of low. Whenever I get to into that bag, the numbers will do what they do. But I show it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, that Cosby, that one is a cold piece. I wish I could think of the name of it. I'm driving, I can't look it up. It's like not who stole the soul, but it's like who stole something. It's crazy. And he go through and it's like, whoa, who said that's Cosby saying that? 1,000. In a black leather jacket looking like a panther. Facts.
Damn.
Let me see.
You looking for a night?
Old one, yeah.
Okay.
Because he has so many documentaries.
But even
now
when you
all of these ones that's documentaries now is all surviving him.
but that's crazy though, right? So even the way we let people snatch our heroes, right? Snatch and besmirch and tear people down. You know, before I knew, you know, the first
I mean,
thing I
but
learned
he confessed that he did certain things.
Sure.
It's called Lost, Stolen, and Strayed.
I knew it was something.
1968.
Yeah, I knew it was something was stolen. Yes. I don't try and litigate yesterday's issues in today's current climate like that. You know, like what Cosby and them did in that era. Like even when you think
But he did
about
current stuff too.
Oh, I don't know. From what I understood, what they was catching them up on was from a deposition that he had gave and had made a deal with the DA.
Yeah,
right?
and they said he wasn't gonna get no time for that, and then they locked him up. That's why they messed up.
I'm talking with the light skinned sister though, right? This is the one with her that he gave in that case.
Different ones. I don't remember names. It's been a minute. Let me see.
Well, that's the one I'm thinking about in particular. But yeah, I mean, if it's something that he did currently, I guess or whatever. But and I'm not saying that to minimize it, but that wasn't my understanding. I'm understanding that this was something that happened in the past that they was bringing to the forefront to try and hold them accountable for.
With that past stuff, I think those people, when you start talking about Quaaludes, back in the day when these people was doing coke heavy, the way they would come down is to take a Quaalude. So this is a drug country. So that kind of stuff, that's just them partying. Because if you're gonna get in for that, Hugh Hefner should have been locked up too. That was a normal for Hollywood.
You ain't lying.
Yo, Nighters, did you hear them tell that story about when Richard Pryor and Pam Grier was together and what broke them up?
Man,
no.
They said that man was doing. Somebody about to say it. Said that man was doing so.
Let me shut up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, they were saying he did so much cocaine that it was in his semen. They found cocaine residue in her. And it was
Damn.
She never had kids.
So yeah, this jacket might have looked like black leather, but I think it's red or burnt. orange.
Yeah. Like burgundy or something. Yeah.
That's a perfect documentary to go look at. It's called Lost, Stolen, or Strayed, 1968.
Out the gate, he come shooting out the gate with it too.
But it's a lot of that information that was given in these things, and I consider that to be black excellence, the information you don't know. So Rock Newman and Roland Martin and all of them, I mean, shout out to the things that they do. They have had like Claude Anderson and different people on there. But I just think when I was looking at Tony Brown's journal, he was just unbiased. He just any and all information. Here it is.
Well, then what are your thoughts on Tavis Smiley then?
They got him
from a journalist standpoint.
Tavis, I thought was pretty cool too.
And then they hit him with the wop the bam.
Yeah, they got him up out of here. Mm-hmm.
He's still broadcasting here. Yeah, I can catch him. He probably on right now here, but on radio.
So they got him over and put Steve Harvey in his spot. Because I remember he was on everywhere before Steve Harvey.
And to me, Steve Harvey is not. I don't even know what to say about Steve Harvey. I think it's just mostly jokes.
Yeah,
and with him, I'm leaning more towards the extravagant, not excellent.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, that Hoodie Awards, all that stuff. I agree with that. But again, that's TV One, Urban One, Reach Media. Reach Media was Tom Joyner's joint.
TV One is Petey
Kathy
Green's
Hughes.
partner.
And
his partner was Dewey Hughes.
Yep, Kathy Hughes' husband.
That's his wife. Yeah. Dewey wanted the success in Hollywood and whatever else. Petey Green wanted to stay Petey Green.
I need to go watch that movie. I never seen that movie.
With Don Cheadle?
Yeah.
I went to see that in Berkeley at a Cineplex.
What's it called? What's it called?
The Petey Green movie?
Was it Shut Up or something? I can't remember.
The Don Cheadle movie. Give me 1 second.
Hey, the opening season. Give him something to talk. He said the trick was it took me 6 months to get the nigga on top of the tower.
Y'all tweaking.
Talk to me.
Talk to me. Okay.
It took me 6 months to get the niggas on top of the tower.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, talk to
me. I got style and I got class. That's why.
Let me see. Let's get back to this. We got the gist of it. White folks are saying that they tired of black folks because they have this black fatigue, and to what extent does that go?
So
Because
where
they
does
want to say we
conversation
all these monsters, huh?
Where does conversation start from?
The black fatigue thing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, black fatigue.
I was on here one day and some white guy popped up that I didn't recognize. I threw the banner up, and he was saying, I really like your show. And I was like, so where do you know me from? He couldn't really tell me. And then we got into about 3 sentences in. He said, the real conversation is going to be about black fatigue. And I was like, well, what's black fatigue? He said, white people are tired of these out of control black people. Y'all keep hurting white folks and doing all this other stuff. And then he said, can I say it? And I said, sure, go ahead and feel free and say what you want to say. We're sick of you niggers.
Woo! Damn.
And then he got off I think he got off nigger probably about 4 or 5 times.
Felt better about himself.
Well, he was laughing. He was saying he's a comedian.
Did he have his camera on?
Yeah, he had his camera on. Fat dude
Oh.
sitting in the car drinking a beer, looked like.
Okay. I give him that.
He looked a little bit like have you ever seen Beverly Hills Cop?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
The fat cop.
Yeah, not Judge Reinhold. The other one.
Not Reinhold, not Judge Reinhold.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Taggart.
Taggart.
Yeah, he looked like Taggart. Yeah.
Yeah, Taggart.
Imagine Taggart with a low haircut.
Oh yeah, low haircut.
Went to that club and said that's Gerald Ford. Yeah, dog. Eddie Murphy couldn't miss back then. Even with Distinguished Gentlemen, shoot, even with Vampire.
He
and
apologized
Brooklyn,
for all that stuff though.
Man, Distinguished Gentleman is a real eye-opening movie if you look at it now, bro.
Yeah.
I might have to.
The name
Yeah.
I thought he was apologized for using the alphabet community.
He apologized for the way he talked about white folks. He apologized about his statements about the LGBT community. He apologized for his way of thinking back then. So now these movies is all woke and messed up. It's not.
They
not
definitely watered
ignorant.
down. Yeah. I got a couple of his joints on vinyl for when he did when he was testing out that. Nightish in them days, they used to test that material out 4, 5, what I'm saying, about 10 times before they, shot their
Yeah, they work on material for about a year before
Yeah.
because back then it wasn't no phones and nothing to put it out.
Yeah.
Some people from back then still doing the same jokes from back then. Hamburger still doing hamburger jokes. What's his name? Jamario is still doing Jamario jokes.
I forgot about that one, Jamario.
What's the other dude? Shucky Ducky is still doing
Quack,
Shucky
quack.
Ducky jokes.
Shucky Ducky, quack, quack.
To be honest, TK Kirkland hasn't changed a whole lot either.
Yeah.
Nor has Corey Holcomb.
Now Corey Holcomb has not. Yeah.
And Corey Holcomb had a whole show about how Chappelle ain't funny. I watched the whole Chappelle show. That's not funny. Do I think that Corey Holcomb is funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he lightweight funny.
Corey Holcomb, a Chicago nigga.
He not finna say nothing impactful. He gonna say stuff you heard him say before.
Yeah.
Corey Holcomb is the dude. If we sit like in the lunchroom, or if we was working and we all at the food truck, he the one cracking jokes out there. He gonna keep doing stitches out there.
Maybe 1 year, maybe 2. But I can't. I just can't listen to him because I heard it all already.
Yeah, he do kind of got the same.
He's not finna
jokes
say
about-
nothing new.
And how we treat women. Yeah, I give you that.
Now, TK, I didn't really pay attention to him earlier in his career, but I knew about him. But when I look at him, there's things about him that's funny to me because it's not just the jokes. It's him, the person.
Yes, man.
Like same thing with Rock
it's the
and Change
delivery.
too. Rock is not the Rock that I used to like. Now he's trying to get Dick Gregory like. No, tell Dick jokes. Get back to that.
Wait, who?
Chris Rock.
Okay. Yeah.
And even Chappelle has gotten like Dick Gregory. But all the stuff that I laugh at that Chappelle tell is once again, fart jokes and the goofy stuff. But I do understand the bigger picture. I will listen to Chappelle.
I don't think any of these comics have like the replay value. Like none of the jokes land like I don't know, man. I just remember like listening to Eddie Murphy or Rich Pryor. Like people would be repeating those jokes, man.
Even Def Comedy Jam jokes.
Yeah, Def Comedy Jam jokes too. Those would stick. Yeah,
I think that like everything else, we just get over stuff easily.
Because we overstimulated because it's too much out there.
You got to think about it back, especially Def Comedy Jam days and Comic View days. You got hit with so many comedians. I think we took for granted. Like to be honest, when I first watched Martin series, when it was first on Fox, I didn't think Martin was funny. I thought Martin was doing an imitation of Eddie, and I thought that Eddie was doing an imitation of Pryor.
I think he got that a lot. You're right. I think he got that.
But now looking back at it, I go, wow, that really was some funny stuff.
Man,
Till the end.
Martin was funny, man. But I like Martin because of Def Comedy Jam, so I think I was an automatic fan.
Now on Def Comedy Jam, Martin and
Kid Capri.
DL Hughley did a lot of roasting and crowd work versus
But
Joe.
Martin's crowd work was actually funny.
Yeah, he can be terrible.
Yeah, I didn't find DL Hughley on what was that, Comic View, BET Comic View?
He was all right, but he couldn't cuss like Martin either, though. So he
Martin was straight physical comedy, and he was going everybody, man. Flavor Flav, Russell, like he was going. I think Busta Rhymes was up there one. He was letting everybody catch it.
Yeah, so back when that initially happened, I just did not find him funny.
Wow.
But now looking back at it, I can see that is actually laugh out loud funny.
Man.
But at the time, since I was so much of a Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy fanatic, it just looked like he was doing an imitation of things. Like when they say, "Oh, Eddie was so innovative for the clumps," it's like they forgot which way is up.
Man,
Man,
that's
hey.
the best comedy ever.
That joint's still hilarious.
Flat as day old bitch.
The grandfather, he played the preacher, he played himself. Yeah, so he did the multiple character thing. And that was way back.
Get your ass up, I put his glove on you.
And I'll tell you that's how funny today. especially when he had sex with the preacher wife and said he was doing it to get back at the preacher. She started whooping on him.
She said, "I'm gonna kill you, baby."
When he was fighting his wife, though. I'm plenty man, baby.
Or when she was trying to get him with that axe. Both of them chasing him through the house and try to meet through the ear, all of that.
Yeah, that was
all of them movies from back then. To me, stand up to this stuff nowadays, it's no comparison. I don't care if it's Uptown Saturday Night, Which Way Is Up, and you don't even have to keep it black. John Candy, Steve Martin, all that stuff was hilarious.
Oh, Steve Martin was hilarious.
Hey, The Jerk is a good
The
movie.
Jerk. Oh my God.
Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, all of them.
Yeah, Blues Brothers. Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Remember he made the glasses. I don't need anything with this chair.
Yeah, they say the night show is too calm. It just sounds like they just hanging out.
No, you gotta have the bullshit, sir. You need the bullshit started. Bring Ruthless over here. That'll get everybody pumped up because he gonna say something.
Shout out
dumb.
to Ruthless. Shout out to Ruthless.
Not at all.
That nigga told you, he said, I'm about to tell you something, so we're gonna have some deep conversation. I was like, no. Nobody ever had a deep conversation with you, Ruthless.
Yeah. Ruthless is the king of windmilling.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dog. Shout out to Ruthless.
Let me see. Let me see. It is 6:38. Okay,
that's that.
Okay. What we got popping? We got the Poach going on. We got Wrestler going on.
Yeah, this is my show
Poach
tonight.
is Uncle Tom play, right?
Yeah, that's my show they on tonight.
Okay. He okay, him and the fam straight though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They blessed, man. Everybody made it out. Everybody made it out good, man. They blessed. So
yeah. Okay, good.
Let's see. We want to play this right here. Clean it all up. Let me see. Stop that. Get to this clip. And I think that this is, kind of interesting also because the people that have this mentality, how are they going to look at the reaction to the fatigue? Because there will be a reaction to the fatigue. Let me see. We got it on panel. Yeah, here we go. Let's listen to this, brother.
You want to know who's more tired of ghetto black behavior than white folks, Asian folks, or any other folks? Other black people. We are tired. Nobody is more frustrated. Nobody feels a sort of disdain as well as a absolute fatigue in the same way that we do. Because
cooning good, boy.
We've not only had to be in vicinity to these individuals, being family members, those people we came up around, etc. But also, we have been pressured into enabling and justifying this behavior for too long, simply because these people look like us. And so now we've gotten to a place where folks are tired. So I'm gonna let this brother go ahead and explain what black fatigue is. This is not a new phenomenon. I recently did a video of some folks talking about this back in like the 1950s, I believe, that there's a great divide that was already taking place back then to say we don't want to integrate with that mentality. We want to uplift ourselves, to be in better standing with ourselves and therefore our community, as opposed to continuing to give ourselves to this degenerate culture. So that being said, I'm gonna let this brother go ahead, talk his talk. We are watching this both in real time. So I'm gonna go ahead and see some things I might agree with, others I may not. Maybe I don't agree with any of it, but I'm gonna let it be known. So
Midas, would you consider him cooning?
Make sure to get yourself a little H2 to the
I think that
T on the side.
I think that I'm more objective and just listen to him.
Well,
I think the whole idea of cooning and all that other shit is a problem too.
I know.
I think
I
we
don't
take
even-
our best and shit on them, and then wonder why they respond like this. So if you tell, here's for the women and for the men. If you tell that brother, oh, you talk like a white boy, you give him noogies and wedgies, throw him in lockers and do all the other shit, then he becomes the CEO of whatever, gets all this money, and he just don't like you niggas. That fucked over him his whole young life because he just wanted to watch his anime and do whatever else. He has a legitimate argument.
I get it, but the thing is, sometimes you hear people say things like him, and it's like you doing it to placate to white people. It's weird. I don't know how else to say.
Do you think he's doing it to placate to white people, or he's the nerd I was talking about?
I think he might feel rejected, and he's just going to where he feels more comfortable at now.
I get it, but the
Black
part,
white people.
yeah, I could the first thing he said I'm good with, but that last part when he's like we've been pressured, but see that's when I'm like,
You
dude,
don't
what are
think
talking-
that you don't think that the hood pressures you?
It didn't used to, man. I remember OGs would keep you up out the game. That's the
Yeah,
last
that's antiquated though.
telling you.
That's antiquated though. When they locked all them old folks up, they got that first group out the way. Then they locked that second group. I say right about the crack epidemic, that was the end of structure.
Yeah.
Before then, yeah, somebody be like, okay, we know who that is. We know you're nerd. We know we don't mess with nobody. So why is you fucking with him? Fight somebody that's on your same level. That used to be actual conversation. Or it would be, we know who that is, fighting 101. Why y'all jumping him? That's another real conversation. I don't hear that no more. Not really.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I just feel like he might feel that way. So, but to me, it sounds like something else. But you could be 100% right. So
I mean, do you think any of that structure is around? Because he looks like a young dude. He looked like he can't be no more than 30s, late 30s.
Yeah.
I don't think that structure was there at when you was born in the crack baby era. I
But
think
I don't know
even
if
the
you-
respect for men died down when you seeing your father and them out there buying rocks.
Damn, I never thought about it like that.
It happens in raindrops. It's a bunch of little raindrops. So first it was, attack all the people that you looked at as positive, put an asterisk by their name. Then the actual people that surround you, get them. So okay, niggas ain't shit was said since I was a baby. Then you saw the crack epidemic happen, and you seeing dudes out here, using their cars, Dauphine rentals for a bump and a rock. People just start losing respect because the majority of the dealers was kids.
Yeah, that's true.
But
As much as they talk about Rick Ross, they don't never talk about how young Rick Ross was.
the real, you talking about the real,
The actual Rick Ross.
That's correct.
Or most of those, even the people that was in the Panthers, how young they were.
That's a fact.
Fred Hampton.
And
Hampton was
even
21 when he passed.
and even Malcolm and Martin Luther King then was young too. These wasn't like no old men doing this stuff, but the way they talk about it was like these were some old cats. They got involved in this stuff pretty young.
Pretty young.
So yeah, I don't know who's around to keep that structure in order, but
It was supposed
Scam
to
was
be.
up here talking about he came from a 2-parent home and he saw plenty of strong black role models. I don't think that's the norm for us.
Not anymore. It used to be though.
Well, like D-Town said, it's changing with his generation. I think.
Well, yeah, they don't even think like we thought. So I think it is extra pressure there because they straight out had an attitude of, no, nigga, you a drug dealer. Get the fuck away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear a lot of that when I was younger. And they say direct things like, the other reason why they locked, so either you was a drug addict or you was a drug dealer. And now the young folks look back at the drug dealer and go, well, you was tearing up our community.
Yeah.
And now all that stuff you did to black people.
And you ain't got
It's a
nothing to show
different
for
conversation.
it. You out here driving trucks like me. You have nothing to show for it. You did all that. Yep.
So there it is, and then you had this situation, kind of like me. I guess I can throw myself in there. Now you older in age, and you might end up working at a job that's really a kid's job on some entry level shit because you didn't require the skills and all the certificates and whatever else you needed back then because you're too busy thugging and bugging.
Yep.
So now it's the catch-up game, and now even people with skills are getting laid off.
It's all circular. It's all circular, ain't it? Like nothing. Always constant.
But yeah,
but
the thing,
but
I guess there are
LA
people that will
point
say,
though. Oh, go ahead. Nightis, I was saying to LA Point, who do you think, going back to the dude in the video, because when I'm listening to him, that appeal is not to black people. He's literally saying, you know who else is tired? You know, like us, the good ones over here. We's tired too.
Boss, we swears we ain't do nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't me, boss. He
See,
did.
I got that feeling too. That's why I was like, damn, man.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, when you said it, I was like, oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so when they do the new crime bill, what will y'all attitude be about that? Will y'all be on his side where that's the nigga?
So this one I think will be because you brought up a good point. Now that time, you are 1000% correct. That was C. Dolores Tucker. What's the Maxine Waters? All of the Reverend Calvin Butts. All of it. You are 1000% correct. The black people were begging for a crime bill. Here's the thing. I think crime in our community has become so normalized. And also keep in mind, those people they owned stuff. They were the last remnant, the last vanguard of, get off my lawn, right? Don't walk on my grass. We don't have those communities no more. These people are renting. They don't own nothing. They rent. So they don't even have the same vested interest in the community to even call for that type of crime bill. So I think when it comes this time, there won't be any opposition, but it won't be us calling for that bill either.
Pick a StreamYard.
Oh, StreamYard tweaking.
You don't think people gonna be calling for it?
Not like they was in the 90s. No, I remember that because them people that was calling for it in the 90s was like my grandma and them, my aunt and them. Yeah, there you go, Nightis.
What's happening?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Nightis.
I don't think he can hear us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think StreamYard been tweaking for
Can y'all
like
hear
the
me?
last couple of weeks. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Y'all went completely blank.
Yeah, that's all I said. StreamYard been tweaking for the last 2 weeks. Sometimes it kicked me out here. I just look at my phone and said, try again.
I wonder if but I'm about to drop down, man. Appreciate
Peace, family.
All right, salute.
All right, man. Y'all be safe.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You too.
Yeah, nice. I was saying, I think this go round. I don't think it's gonna be us in numbers like it was in the 90s calling for this crime bill, man. I remember when that was like my grandma and them and my aunt Ida and them, like, they were the ones really calling for that. Yeah, these little gotta go. These were the ones that made their way out the projects, was part of that second and third wave of working middle class blacks trying to get away from that stuff, and here come folk destroying their stuff. And see, lot of people. Go ahead.
Those generations believed in the black excellence, right? So they had pride and ownership. Those are the people that had that 3-inch blade of grass. They didn't want you stepping on that grass.
Yep.
They went out often and pruned their hedges.
3-inch blade.
They went out there and polished their cars.
That's a fact.
So they didn't want you sitting on their car, walking in their grass.
They washed the sidewalk.
Wash the sidewalk off.
They washed their sidewalk. That's a fact.
So that's the difference.
We don't have that now. So I don't think they'll be calling for that crime bill. I think when it comes, it's gonna be to a bunch of docile people. It's just gonna be another thing done to them, and then people gonna be looking up like, why y'all do this to me? I thought you was a benevolent dictator. This is not right. Like the goof.
Yeah, so I guess he is talking to that audience. I didn't even think about it that way. I do hear what y'all saying now.
Okay, I wasn't crazy. Yeah, I wasn't crazy. I'm like, all right, dude.
Black fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote unquote black community. But it goes deeper than that, because we are in 2025 now, and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part is, the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people.
Hold up. Can we run that back one more again? One more again. I'm sorry, folks. Wow. That right there is an absolute bar.
Shut up, nigga.
The lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white when they're talking to someone.
Cultural identification is a trap. Racial cultural identification is a prison. If you believe that because I am this race, this ethnicity, I must be these sorts of ways. It's almost like this, right? Just figure me for a while.
These deep talking niggas, man.
So you have, let's say, different characters that you can choose from. Let's put this in.
Think you acting white?
He went to
Not
PWI.
Not that, man. They just they some
Nice,
condescending sounding motherfuckers, man. Like it's like that bourgeoisie. That's what the fuck they are. And they trying to. Oh, God damn it, man. I don't know. I can't stand it because I know what they saying. I feel them because I feel the way they do. But I'm not them niggas. Them niggas, niggas want to be white. They want to be white.
LA. You don't feel the way that they do because
I got you, Country Moore.
They are failing to make the distinction between niggas and black people. We all have nigga fatigue. They some yellow belly, lily livered cowards that won't say we got nigga fatigue. That's different than black fatigue. That's way different. And the way, if you hear somebody white talk about black fatigue, they don't make the distinction between blacks and niggas. They're tired of all you motherfuckers with your whining and your crying about reparations, and slavery, and DEI, and affirmative action, and welfare. Help me. Tired of all that shit. The fuck? Let's talk about some black fatigue and reflective of the entire black community, as if there aren't, again, hard-working middle class. I'm pulling into my driveway right now. There's a guy, the family across the street from me. The brother, I see him get up every morning. He drives CTA buses. Okay, most of us just trying to get by with what we have to work with. We working class, working middle class people, fam. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Let me holler at him right quick.
But shout out to the young blood though, because it do sound like he went to a prestigious school and got a good education.
LA want to beat him up because of it.
Will always spread
Definitely
rumors,
was taking niggas cheese steak and hoagie money in Philly.
Oh man,
young boy, run that young boy.
Black people just get on my nerves.
You want to get listen. He want to give him a wedgie and call him a nerd.
Like,
not even that, man. Y'all hear
what was that? What was that kid in Play movie? Class Act.
Class Act.
Duncan.
Duncan Penderhugh. Yeah.
Why you want to smoke with Duncan Penny Hughes, man? Dog, LA, that's foul, man. That's foul.
I mean, because you know what they doing, man. They so slick with it, man. Like people like them, you gotta be careful with. Them niggas, man, they slick.
Yeah.
Hey, because they be the same ones when the niggas getting hung. They be like, y'all get them. They be like, wait a minute.
Let me see. Let's add it back.
Mitchell.
Hey, come on, bro. I'm saying we nobody can stand niggas. We get you, sir, but stop pretending, man, that you ain't trying to be white. It's like you trying to be the only black person in the room. My thing is, I don't give a fuck. I don't even care if I'm there or not. I just want to be by my goddamn self. Niggas like him want to be in a room with white people kissing their feet. Shit is weird. I'm like, I do my thing, y'all do your thing, and I'm good. Them motherfuckers is like, I want to be with y'all.
Yeah, that's that proximity to whiteness. The white man's ice is cold, man. You ain't know that?
Man.
White
Let's
man
see that.
ice is cold in the mug.
Like a video game context. So you have, let's say, 5 different characters or 5 different groupings. And if you subscribe to that group, you take on those attributes. So let's say one has like greater speed, it has greater stamina, greater agility, but it has less strength, etc. So you choose that group and you take on those attributes, right? You choose another group, different sort of attributes. Your strength, weaknesses are different. When you subscribe yourself to a racial identity, you are taking on the characteristics of that group, right? It's a perception thing. It's a belief system thing. So it's like, oh, to be black means to likely grow up without a father in the house. It likely means to act in these dysfunctional ways. It means that you're a thug or a gangster, or if you're a woman, that you're promiscuous and you're a 304, that, you know, you like to fight and be aggressive. So you take those characteristics on, and nothing in life is stronger than identity. When you identify with something, it means that you see yourself as that thing. So if I believe that black means, you know, uneducated, then I won't read. It doesn't mean I can't read. It doesn't mean that I'm not intellectually competent, or I wouldn't be intellectually competent otherwise. It doesn't mean I'm not philosophically minded. It simply means I'm choosing a skin per se, as the Fortnite kids may say, or the Fortnite adults out there, that I'm putting on this outfit that gives me these attributes, and therefore I manifest in a certain way. Like I show.
Okay. So is that the thing that makes is that the thing that makes you want to punch him right there?
Nigga, I ain't even had to say it, did I? I ain't had to say it. He
Hey, is he part of the female Jigabet coalition?
No, he's worse. He's worse. See, he's a part of the conservative side that you got to be careful with, because they the racists. And the racists, what they do is they incorporate niggas like him. And because you sound like us, you see, them niggas is slick. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful with the motherfuckers. They worse than the JFC because they kind of associated with my team. So I got to get them the fuck up out of here. I got to write that nigga's name. He got to go. He got to go. He got to go. Irritating little fuck. Both of them. And then his homie. Jesus
and then
Christ.
I think that my audience want me to stay at midnight till 6. I come on any other time, they come through and go, oh, hey, Nightish, and bounce.
Yeah, I like Duncan Pender Hughes, man. Me and him sat in the front of the class.
I understand what LA is saying now. That I'm listening to.
Yeah, it's a difference, right, Night? It's like when you talk, I know you're doing it from a place where you like, you know what? I want to tell somebody the things I've learned during my life. I like that shit. But him, where you literally saying something just to placate to your master, is fucking weird. It's a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's unfortunate based on his description, what he's describing, because I think some of those things they call thug just need to be redirected. I think you shouldn't be like imploding on your own people. We need you to have this backbone and all this other stuff, but for reasons that make sense. Like people say, you won't go around these youngsters and whatever else, and I think it's people that actually like that Me, I go around it because I'm just a ghetto nigga, but I can't understand what people's attitude is about when you see them in the hoodies and all that. Yeah, I mean, if they don't know you, I guess, but it's interesting. And then a lot of these people are just people that's been hurt by people that look like them, and they taking it out on people that look like them. Who was that we was looking at? Let me see. We were looking at, who was that? It was some woman. Oh, that was a Dr. Umar daughter. She been hurt by Umar.
Oh man, speaking of that, did you see JP cuss her ass out?
Told her she was gonna be like her grandmama and her mama.
Yeah. That
was way from left field.
Yeah, I was dying. But I don't want to knock you off your topic, but this nigga Moon Sugar Bum.
He did?
He had to take the whole stream down.
Y'all are wild, man.
He had to take the whole stream down. I was dying. I said, no, this nigga did not move somebody.
How's that working out?
Oh, this nigga is dumb. He is so dumb.
And he's gonna do that everywhere he goes.
He told Sharon that he a better man, a better father, huh? Because he raised black kids and Sharon raised white kids. This nigga is off the. I was like, okay, that's a way to think about it.
Well, he threatens too many people. I don't even think he can remember all the people he's threatened. He's just done too much, and he's always doing it. He goes over to the T channel. He does it. He goes off on T Sister Mo Love. He goes off on Sharon. He goes off on everybody. Almost everybody that was around him at some point, he's went off on. And extreme with it.
Damn.
I ain't seen him pop up on Uncle Tom channel though.
Nah, he don't fuck with us. Yeah, he don't fuck with us. But I mean, he welcome over there. I find him quite entertaining.
Yeah, he'll crash out.
Yeah, I find him quite entertaining. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would watch JP. I told if JP has sense, he would be one of the best things on YouTube.
That's
but
dangerous.
He keeps sabotaging like nothing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's stuff gonna have real world consequences.
That's the whole fact.
It's like it reminds me, like, most of the time I don't be seeing this stuff. I only hear about it when I hear it secondhand from y'all, and then it becomes like when ODB took MTV in his hood and he had that food stamp card and he bragged about that food stamp, and then folk came and got what he owed them. Mm-hmm. That's what I think is gonna come to fruition soon enough.
I don't know. He keeps wiggling out all of the things that people think is going to happen.
And how many times? We know how this ends. Yeah, you wiggling. How many opportunities you really think you finna get?
Well, I mean, if he can maintain his job, and he don't want the job to pay him over a certain amount because that's gonna mess up his other stuff. And we keep seeing the truck. The truck is somewhat close to being finished, so it might all work out. He said he's gonna get the truck to get enough money to buy a fourplex, and then he's gonna get mentally challenged women to have the rest of the kids that he wants.
Oh shit! Hey, that man at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is not playing.
Oh my
he finna
God.
splash. He coming straight for that Section 8.
This dude is off the chain, cuz.
Yo, you stupid.
Oh my God. Who say some shit like that? Yo, who say some shit like that, man? The fact that 90s just he said it and put it all together and summed it up perfectly. Because that's what he did. He summed it up perfectly. Oh, that shit is fucking crazy.
I mean, people hold get up sometime though.
Nigga say he gonna get a mentally challenged woman to have his kids that he buy a fourplex. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Especially where these folk buying stuff up.
Oh, he really having.
He said the other day on Witch Doctor channel, what's wrong with you niggas is that y'all don't fuck. What do you call them? He said he likes to fuck deadbeat bitches because he know he can get the kids after they get pregnant.
So he played that today, and he was like, in his mind that made sense. I was like, this dude is the best I've ever seen.
No, that's like oh boy name.
The best I've ever seen, cuz.
I'm the best. Eli, that's his name. Eli. Go ahead, Willie. What you think?
Mentally challenged woman at that door after he hit his food truck.
Boy. Hey, these folk is not playing. They finna remove all these safety nets. I'm telling Donald, listen, that dude is moving like he got 4 years and he know that's all he got left.
Yeah, he getting them niggas up out of here.
Yeah, that dude playing chicken, and now I done seen them flip it. Oh, China that came to their senses.
Mm-hmm.
China said they doing a 90-day pause on the tariff. Wait, didn't U.S. agree to that? Yeah, that means the plan is working. To crash the markets and threaten people's retirement plan. Yeah. The plan working. The markets are shambles. You know, the interest rates are trash. Inflation is up. Gas prices are up. Groceries are up. But the plan is working. Okay.
Let it keep working. God bless them.
Yeah, you see, they ain't said nothing about all this money Doe's supposed to be the founding. They supposed to be sending back to citizens.
I want my money.
I ain't finna send you niggas nothing.
So you mean my AARP stuff ain't gonna work in a minute?
I don't know about that. That's not government funded.
Oh, I thought it was.
AARP?
Yeah.
You have to pay for that. Don't you pay for your membership? Don't you pay for you probably ain't purchased. Did you purchase a membership with them?
Yeah.
Yeah. You paid into that. Yeah.
It's only $5 a month, night. It's good.
Yeah, but I'm talking about my discounts. I want to make sure that my if I ever go to IHOP, that my breakfast is gonna be half off.
That ain't going nowhere at night.
I want my tickets when I go to the movies be half off.
Hey, but what else he trying to do? Limit what you no, they already doing it in Indiana. Yo, did you hear about that, Nighters? In Indiana, with your EBT card, they limited what you could buy. You can't buy nothing. Like you can't buy
no alcohol no more.
No, you can't buy. I ain't never know that you could.
Niggas was buying alcohol with EBTs.
Yeah, dog. No, the pop. You can't buy no pop soda, no candy, no nothing like that in Indiana. Now I'm probably about.
Because you said something about pop soda. That made me think one more thing. JP do you see him drinking out of jars?
Yeah,
I don't watch him like that. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, I do. So that's just
Dang, you on his head top.
He refused to buy.
Not even masonry jars, actual cans.
He refused to buy cups. The nigga is hella entertaining. The nigga hella entertaining.
Oh, you saying like I bought this juice? I'm drinking out the
No, not juice. Not juice.
No,
canned corn. Cut off the lid and drink out of that can
lying.
that the corn is in.
No, you lying. I don't believe.
No, really, he ain't. Really,
I don't believe neither one of y'all.
Really, he is not lying.
That's
listen. He was taking his kids to a place where they hand out food. We thought he was gonna go hand out food. He took them inside and they ate. He said, "I'm teaching the kids." So I thought he's gonna go there and teach them, how to be charitable and help. Nope, he was taking them there to eat.
Yep. Yep.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you, I got about 500 JP clips. I put that nigga up every time I get a chance.
Y'all gotta stop.
Every time I get a chance, I could.
Shout out to Milwaukee, man.
I was surprised when he had Judge Joe Brown over there. I was like, how did that happen?
And like I said, he squandered so many opportunities. This is crazy.
That what's her name now? What that thing that he was cooking up with Diesel? That could have went somewhere. That Pookie and Popo thing, that could have went somewhere.
There's so much behind that story, though.
Yeah, I mean, I could believe it, but I think that's a dope concept.
He destroyed that.
Dang.
And then caught Diesel and Fatty them over there on Risky and went off on Diesel.
Yeah, dog. Diesel cool as a fan, man. That joker. I have never seen him. I mean, I've seen people call him all types of pigs and this, that, and the third, and every name you could think of for police. And he just said that. Okay, don't make me none. You done yet?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you done yet?
Nah, I don't buy it because don't do nothing for me either, Doug. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I grew up in North.
I never seen nobody do that to you. They do it to you?
They tried it. The thing is, they don't bother me. I grew up in North Philly. Like we used to, the shit we say to each other, it's nothing. Yeah, my own mama speak crazy shit to me. Like you think that shit, like calling me a pig or some dumb shit gonna hurt me? Like, nigga, I got paid a lot of money to lock you niggas up. So I'm okay. Thank you.
Wait, did you say your barber say worse stuff to you?
My mama. My whole mama say worse stuff to me. And my barber. Everybody do. Nidus do too. Nidus called me a lame ass nigga walking around in the tank top. That's the day. Yeah. I came on his show trying to support. And he said I could be some lame nigga walking around on the beach with a tank top and sunglasses on, smoking a cigar early in the morning. Really, I was the only one on the show. And I was walking around on the beach with a tank top, so it had to be me. It couldn't have been nobody else he's talking about.
Yeah, that's that yay area, man. You did. That's a fool, man.
I was dying, cuz.
Yeah. Nice a fool.
Thanks for the support, though.
Yeah, dog.
You welcome, sir. You welcome anytime.
You know, I don't mean none of that.
Oh, you know me. I laugh my ass off, man. If shit is funny, I don't give a fuck. It's funny. It is hilarious.
It's amazing that people don't be knowing that I'm joking.
Like Butterfly Jones called me Officer Fat Turtle, and I laughed so hard I made that shit my logo. This shit came from Butterfly.
Wait,
so one day I was telling a story about this girl, and one of my moms gonna say, She don't want you, little fat turtle. Nigga called me a fat turtle.
God, no.
And I didn't know what to say. I just kept laughing because I ain't never heard that shit before. So I made it my damn logo. The motherfucker called me a fat turtle. This shit was so funny. I could not stop laughing.
That's why I say you can always tell who roasted in the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying? Or at the barbershop, or if you sat on somebody's porch just roasting for about 6 hours straight.
Oh my God.
Well, Sharon was the inspiration for this.
I see what I mean?
Narcoleptic Night. Yeah.
When something is funny, it's funny, cuz. You cannot stop laughing.
I got my pillow. My wheelchair.
Night is stupid.
It is what it is.
But that's what I'm saying. Shit is be funny, but people act like they want to be all mad and shit. I just be laughing, man.
Yeah.
I laugh. JP is the funniest person on YouTube, man. He just keep fucking up, and I love it for it.
Yeah, what he said the other day. I mean, you could laugh at it, but that was some cold-hearted nonsense.
What happened?
He told Anissa, which is Umar's daughter.
Yeah.
He said, "Listen, bitch, your mama and your grandmama in the courts did that to you. I'm tired of women doing this to men. Bitch, listen, when you grow up, you're gonna be just like them." She's a lesbian.
Oh, she is?
Yeah. Or at least that's what she said.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I believe it.
And then she be making these faces. The faces what made it funnier because she bugged her eyes out and was doing something with her lips. And I was like, why is she making them faces while you say that?
I saw that. She did that a couple times. I was like, yo, why are you making
Cause
that
she a hood,
face?
cause she a hood North Philly bitch. I could tell y'all. She's a hood North
Oh,
Philly
she's
bitch.
from North Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she right from Cecil B. Moore. Fucking
God
red.
dog. God dog.
Yeah, she's a little Philly chick, son. It is what it is. She can't help it. It's in her blood. I could have told y'all that. I could have been told y'all that mystery song.
God dog. I ain't had that one on my bingo card. I definitely didn't have her being on Witch Doctor's joint on my bingo card.
That was funny. Yo,
And everybody pulled up. I said, God dog, okay, Witch Doctor. Okay.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He should have had me over there so I could have broke down her lingo. Because I know people was hella confused with how ghetto her ass is. Because I know she was talking that bullshit. How many times did she say, I don't give a fuck? I don't give a fuck.
I thought she was pretty for what I saw, and I didn't see the whole thing.
She's pretty chill.
Oh, she was chill this time?
Yeah. Witch Doctor was taking care of her.
Okay.
The person that got ate up the other day was Chocolate Earth.
I don't even know who that is.
She a light-skinned girl to be on here. Angry Man got on her. She's over there on Witch Doctor. Yeah, but that's the gist of it all, y'all. The night will be back, I guess. I'm tired of the late nights, but I guess that's why I'm designated to have to be. I got to make some money in these YouTube streets, do more shows, do all the shit that takes to get back in place.
Hey, man, you see my thumbnail game night?
Oh, yeah, you stepped it up.
Man, I told you, Doug. Listen, I saw what you did. I said, I got to learn this game. And I probably got pretty good at it, man.
Yeah, I've been checking out you and OG Do Dirty. I'm hearing the clips. I'm looking at the thumbnails. Yeah,
I'm trying, man. Now if I can get Rilla to come on the show once in a while, he be bougie, man. He don't fuck with us no more.
Let me see. I don't know who Tony is, but shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. I'm gonna go on ahead and let y'all go. We didn't have y'all for 3.5 hours. I appreciate LA and the Porch family fucking with me. Shout out to Uncle Tom. Shout out to Conscious Moron. And I appreciate all y'all for at least giving me this retention. But let me play this clip right here because it's important to let y'all understand that I need y'all to support the situation. That's important too. I need y'all twos and fews. You know, I'm an old man. I'm out here struggle screaming. Help a brother out.
We got to get our shit together.
Hello, bro. I'm trying to get the money. Talk to me about money. All I'm trying to do is feed my family, man.
Where is the onion?
We need our millions.
Don't you think it's about time you gave me my money?
Support the situation. Is money is love.
Give me my money.
Hey, that's it. That's all.
You can donate on PayPal now, and you can donate on the Cash App.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yeah, support the situation. I'm gonna always need them twos and fews. Cash App, PayPal, or Super Chat. But like we always do at this time. Black fatigue.
We'll shut this motherfucker down.
That's all, folks.
Yes, it is.